Hello, I'm Eagle Gardens one on Instagram, and this is fucking talking shit with Eagle. Take 2, episode 456. Got Bingus and Smiley coming in already. Hello, I'm Eagle. That's me talking in the background. Cheers, everybody.
How's it going, guys?
What's up, Bingus, Smiley? How you guys doing?
Good to see you.
Good to see you guys. What's
Hey,
going on?
Smiley. Brother Eagle.
Good
It's been a
to
minute. Are you live on YouTube?
Yeah, I think we're live this time.
Okay, there we go.
That's where. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know if it's Zoom or if it's just me being retarded lately, but I go to like minimize the fucking Zoom and I keep shutting it off. I click. I'm like, it's like the last couple times I've been fucking up. That's what I do. And like, I'm going to just minimize it. And I exit for some fucking reason. And there it goes. I'm like, shit. Okay.
You remind me of my dad is speaking from heaven, telling me what he always used to always say to me is, "You ain't screwing up, you ain't doing anything, and you're doing blank."
Shake that.
That was his favorite saying. I would always finish it after a while, and he'd say, "If you ain't screwing up, all right, I got the."
Wow. You are learning something if you're screwing up, hopefully. How's your guys' week been?
Pretty good.
Yeah, good.
Hard to believe it's already by almost. Yeah. Shit.
Staying busy in the garden. A lot of stuff going. I got a lot of varieties right now, and I'm like, oh fuck. So you have to kind of keep things straight and trying to sharpen my organizational skills.
Do you write shit down, Bingus?
I'm having to, yeah. I try not to be honest, brother, because just another thing I got to remember to do, right? But yeah. I have too many, so I can't. Sorry, we're at full capacity. We got to start writing shit down now.
I almost lost a cut because of that. Because you're taking so many clones, and you're like that one that you fucking forgot, Then you're going to move it in flour or whatever. You're like, oh shit! Like,
I had to take 2 from. Actually, they were new, so they weren't returning. But I took clones from flour because I forgot to take the clones. So, and if those don't take, I'll be re-vegging them because there's a couple of really nice phenos. It's just, too much. Overload. And then, of course, I had the mystery strains still. I've weeded a couple of those out, however. They were males, so I was like, all right, I don't even know what you are, so see ya. My face off OG, which I was just like so stoked for. So far, I've had 3 males, which I'm not, I'm not upset. I mean, it's all finely guided the way I look at it, but I did cross some pollen with a couple other plants, and I'm kind of did a little branch to see. Oh, let's see. I can't have let's see what you got in the mail here, So I'm not going to let him die without giving him something, Cheers, chat. Greetings, everybody.
Yeah, Smiley, I have most definitely lost a few clones from poor or no note taking. That's for sure. You always think, yeah, I got it. I took a clone of that. Then when you want to pull that one over and you're looking over the cups, you're like, oh, fuck.
That's when I started writing shit down.
Yeah.
Been there.
And I still fuck it up. So, I mean, it's like, I'm trying.
Funny shit, though. Yeah, I've had to do that, too. I cut a few of them out of. They were big, nice, big bushes. I sent a picture to Eagle. I'm like, see the sacrifice here. But I did cut them out to move the Jack Skillingtons up in line, and there were some phenos I'd already run, and I'm like, they're out.
Yeah, I have to do that again. I've done that. I did it just the other day. It's like, oh yeah, okay. So you're actually too old for me to transplant, and it's going to take a while for you to root. And I just started coming up with all the reasons to get rid of them. So, all right, goodbye. I had to thin things out. But if you're rotating, it's always nice to have a selection to pull from. You know,
Yeah.
overload, overload.
Oh, excuse me, guy.
Yeah, I've been watching from the background here recently. I thought, wow, this is my opportunity to jump on for a few minutes, say hi to the guys. So that's what the wormhole was all about. Had some really good interviews here lately, no doubt.
I've actually felt bad, man. I didn't check my phone or whatever until later last night. And I seen in the email, Zoom, Bingus has joined yesterday. I was like, shit.
Dude,
Show up.
actually, what happened there, honestly, I knew you weren't on, but there was an update, right? And so I thought, well, fuck it. The only Zoom number I have is people trying me. So I went, see, maybe I'll catch you off guard or something. Like maybe you and Smiley are talking strategy or something. I'll be spinning bars again. But no, nobody was there. I knocked real loud, but nobody was home. I did get Zoom updated, however. I know it's important to do that with Zoom because otherwise you'll be live on Zoom, it just all fucks up on you. You did know there's an update, right?
Yeah, there was a bunch of like new apps that you can use with Zoom. Some of them were like meeting tools, some of them were games. So
cool.
things we could, I haven't dove too deep to see exactly what kind of games and all that fun shit. Because I've actually was talking about pulling some of that in if you can. If we get bored, I play some games. Fuck it.
Yeah, I'm already.
Sorry, was there a sound effect board in there, Ego, in the update?
I don't think so. I'd be dangerous with a sound effect board.
No kidding. Oh, yeah, Smiley, what'd you just do? I'm already bored of the backgrounds, so I got to find something new to tinker with. You know what I mean? Sound effects would be cool. Like the dab bell or something, or the whatever. You could come up with all kinds of shit.
Oh man, imagine a fucking world where I had the damn song on just at a push of a button on the soundboard. That'd sound too easy.
Yeah. Just harvested some white tiger, which is very nice, very tasty. It's got a white widow cross or something, I can't remember, but got a bunch of them right now. And they smells nice, really nice chunky nugs, and and it checks all the boxes. Smells there, tasty, kind of boom, hits you, a little differently than some of my other strains. It's always nice to have a new one come.
Sitting there, no shit, talking about the dab bell and the dab song and shit on the 20. Just like, yeah, something seems right about right now. I don't know. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. I just have to look at the time and go, oh, that's kind of funny.
That is fucking funny as hell. Everybody's like, what the hell? It is the 20.
Oh, shit. Hold on. Of course, the Dab Found song I play is like it actually says Dab song not found. All right, there we go. Cheers, decoy bacon.
Bacon.
You should get a
Love
hold of
you.
the guy Eagle and see if he can change the title of that to Dab song.
There's got to be a way.
I feel like we've earned it now.
I do too. Here we go. A little late. Late than never, I guess. 3 minutes. Stoner fashionably late right there.
That gives you a chance to take 2 bong hits if you're not dabbing.
There you go. I like the way you think. So, man, I get a little kind of frustrated, man, a little bit with fucking shit. Oh man, I just fucking like ran out to go to the store earlier. Fucking, I actually go grab bite to eat at the local fucking. There's Subway, fucking a gas station, McDonald's, and fucking a half a pint size grocery store. And I was fucking running late tonight. Didn't feel like cooking dinner. I fucking run up, was gonna get some of that McDonald's poison. And then fucking I pull up and the guy in front of me is like taking his sweet time. I'm like, man, what the fuck is this cat ordering? And he's like covering his mirror, like, don't look at me and shit. Like, I'm like, what the fuck is this guy doing? He ends up fucking pulling off, and I pull up and sit there for fucking like 10 minutes. But feels like anyway. Hello? Hello? I get frustrated. And by the way, I look in my rearview mirror, my side mirror, and there's the guy that was just in front of me. He just looped around. I'm like, what the fuck is up with this guy? You get the wrong fucking order. Nobody ever came to the mic, so I fucking pull around. Nothing. They should have been open. So I'm like, what the fuck, man? I'm fucked for dinner now. I like fucking go in the gas station, fucking grab something to drink. I'm like, yeah, what happened to McDonald's? Aren't they supposed to be open? Yeah, they're closing at 10 now because they can't get anybody to work. I'm like, no shit. So I run over to the grocery store that's usually open to 11 summer hours. They bitch about that. And they pulled their hours back. They're closed already. I'm like, same excuse. Can't get anybody to work. Like, what the fuck, man? It's frustrating.
Something needs to change here. Or something is changing. Because there's a lot of weirdness, man. I mean, I live in a very small kind of agricultural community, okay? About 100,000 people. It's nothing fancy, nothing big. And, the weirdness that I'm seeing lately, especially with people driving, today, for example, I hear somebody screaming outside. You gotta understand, I'm half deaf. So, I mean, this guy's screaming, it's pretty loud if I can hear it. And I go to the door, I look out, and he's he's yelling at took his shoe off, he starts screaming at me. Now, granted, he doesn't look like a homeless person, like somebody that's been on the street and they have schizophrenia or whatever. He's dressed nice. I mean, he's well kept, right? And he takes his shoe off and starts screaming at him and tosses it in the middle of the fucking street. And I'm like, oh shit, am I going to see him get hit by a car now, you know? And then he picks it up, looks at it, smiles. And I'm getting very interested at this point because I'm wondering what the fuck. It's right in front of my house. So I grab my binoculars and I want a close up of this fucker's face because what's going on here, right? So I take my binoculars, I look in. This guy, I don't know, he looks like an attorney or something. Because the courthouse is just down the way. He gets done yelling at his shoe. This is, I'm not making this shit up. This is what's weird. He gets him yelling at his shoe, and I'm focused in because I'm interested in humanity. And he puts it back on, and he just strolls back down the street. It's like, what the fuck did I just see? All right. And when I'm driving, it's really crazy. People making just weird ass fucking turns out of nowhere. Or here's a great one that happened just recently, taking 5 minutes to make a right-hand turn. What the fuck? I got it. Hang on. It's a right-hand turn. You know, I'm like, so I don't know. I started questioning myself, looking in the mirror going, dude, is it you? I'm like, no, man, there's some weird ass shit going on right now. Anybody else experiencing this?
Yeah, you know what I've been noticing is oddity lately is for whatever reason, like people will just like I go pretty good pace on the highway, but they'll just like really, really speed to get by me and then like move over, get off the same exit, and then go 5 or 10 mile an hour below the speed limit when you can't pass them on a 2-lane. You know what I'm saying? And it baffles me. It's a little frustrating, but it baffles me. Like, why were you in such a hurry on the highway? And now that we're off the highway, you know what I'm saying? Like, and there's nobody in front of you and you're going to go 10 below the speed limit. Like, that shit don't make sense to me. And it's happened like several times to where I almost got to laugh about it now. Like, I'm just like, what are you doing, dude?
You just purposely pissing me off, and I just sort of,
It seems that's why I gotta laugh about it, biggest, because if I feel like they're intentionally trying to piss me off, then you're just kind of like, well, I don't want them to win, you know what I mean? So the laughing comes in handy.
I don't know what's going on. I'm just reporting what I'm seeing, and I double check myself. I'm like, did you see that? Yeah, what was that? You know, so I'm like, okay, it wasn't me. I'm not hallucinating. I mean, it's like, fuck. How many Joe caps did I take today? You know?
Maybe his shoe wasn't acting right. Needed to get tuned up real quick.
Fuck the obvious. Why didn't I think of that?
Yeah, you know, I mean, never know. Sometimes shoes get out of line.
See, I missed my therapy sessions. Thank you, Smelly.
I feel better about it. At least the one thing is knowing that other people are really strange makes me feel better that I'm strange. You know, so
or I feel more sane. You know, there's a lot of weirdness going on. I mean, I'm gonna do some crazy shit, but
yeah,
that was just like, wouldn't have guessed that happening today.
Yeah, man.
Social weed drink, what's up?
Okay, yeah.
What's going on, everybody?
Congratulations for signing up for that physical therapy there, brother. I seen.
Oh, yeah.
I watched somewhat. I seen.
Finally got the go ahead. I start tomorrow at 2.
Right on. Hell yeah.
Yeah, they called
How's your
me.
day been?
It's been great, man. It's been great. It's been a productive day. I actually was able to do some dishes and stuff today. Kind of made the wife happy. First time I've been able to do dishes in 2.5, almost 3 months.
You were complaining about that, so you feel better now?
Fuck no. No. I was like, man, I wish I could just do simple stuff. And now like she's gonna expect it again. Now you prove that shit, so ain't no excuse left anymore.
That's what happened to me. I'm the youngest of I had 2 older brothers, and they were mowing the lawn, and I was coming up in age, and I got super curious. I wanted to try it, or whatever, 7 years old, something. all right, man. So it shows me all how to do it, and fucking I do one lap, come back. I'm like, hey, where'd he go? He's inside. It was my job after that. It was funny.
Right? You always want to do stuff, and then you get roped into doing it.
Yeah.
It's always fun and games and cool when you can't do it. Then when you do it, it's like, oh fuck, what did I do? Now I'm stuck with it.
Yeah.
No, it's all good though. It actually felt good to be able to do something, normal. So I was kind of stoked on that.
That's what I
What you guys all
thought
up
when I
to?
passed the lawn mowing task on to my daughter, and one lap around, and she was sitting right next to me. It was like, I'm like, what the hell? You're supposed to be doing that. I'm supposed to be taking a break. Didn't work out that way. She was like, no, it's your job.
Good. Smart kid. It's funny.
She's hard-headed. That's for sure. She can be stubborn. Stubborn, I think it's a good word for it.
So are you going to the camping ground this weekend, Eagle? You gonna make the trip?
I wish. I'm not saying no, but it's still in the wish stages at this point.
I was planning on going.
Need to Google it. I seen that in chat. And Modern as well going to be there. I believe Johnny Greenfingers played tonight. Tonight's the 5th, or yesterday was the 5th, right?
What is today? Six today. Yes, the 5th was yesterday.
Yeah.
Or last night. Or tonight. Whatever.
It's still the 5th over here. Can I do something for you? We got about 20 minutes left.
Yeah, I don't think so.
All right.
Yeah, I'd hope to get down there. I really do want to get down there. I enjoyed the Bigfoot experience, so it'd be nice to get down there.
Hey, just so you two know, physical therapist is next door to the post office, so I'll be I'll be hitting them up tomorrow.
Nice.
You
Appreciate
better fucking
that.
make room.
That's gonna be cool, man.
Yeah, you're gonna laugh your ass off when you see what I selected.
Probably even better than what I tried to get to Bingus. Falling apart. It worked. It worked the first few. I'm replanning this Bingus. We're gonna get it to you though.
Right on.
But now you
Hey,
make me,
I will make room. I will chop shit down. I'll build another fucking room. I got a new tent I need to fill. So yeah. Thank you, brother. Yeah, anything like I said, for you guys, whatever you need, It's nice to have a group of fellows that you can kind of trade with that are trustworthy, It's kind of nice. So what happened to you, SoCal Weed Nerd? You got hit off your bike? Is that what happened? I didn't quite get the whole story.
he was trying to jump some school buses, so they had a ramp lined up, and timing was a little off. He over accelerated and came down too far on the ramp.
So what are we doing? Some Evel Knievel shit?
He was going like 20 miles an hour and fell. Fucked the shoulder. I was trying to make it sound cooler.
I see. Yes.
Wait, you guys talking about me? I kept freezing up. My Wi-Fi was all fucked.
Yeah, I was wondering
yes.
what happened. What was your accident? I mean,
I tripped over my pussy.
really? Gosh, you have such a wonderfully high voice. I didn't realize it.
Yeah.
It dangles that far down, huh, SoCal?
Well, man, it's been that beat up. It's that loose, so it just kind of hangs there. I was in the film industry for quite a few years, so I've taken a beating.
Clapper, eh?
Yeah. I can't get on water slides anymore or anything.
Oh, what great therapy.
No, for real though, I crashed pretty good on a motorcycle going really slow.
Well, there is no protection and really slow. I mean, 20 miles an hour, I would say, could still bang you up pretty damn good.
Yeah, it's just the way you land, it's all impact. I mean, hell, I could have fell off the bed of the truck, loading the bike into the truck or something, and did the same amount of damage if I would have landed the same way. So it's one of those things.
I dropped my bike in Oregon. It rains a lot, so I was on a manhole cover, and that didn't turn out too well. And I sold it the next day. I haven't actually ridden since. That was the final draw. I mean, because I almost got hit like 3 times from people that don't suddenly just don't realize that there's a motorcycle on the road. So I just quit riding. Unless I can get out on a dirt bike and go up a hill or something like that. I always enjoyed doing that.
Well, that's where I crashed. I was like 20 miles from the nearest paved road when I crashed. So
you're doing dirt bike riding?
Yeah, I have a dual sport, and I also have a dedicated race bike. So
oh, cool.
Yeah,
that's fun as hell, dude. Hats off to you, because if you like race and do dirt biking on the norm, you're one tough motherfucker, because some of the best athletic guys I've ever seen do dirt bike racing, and you're using every muscle in your body. And that's why I like to do it. It was one fucking hell of a workout, So a lot of people don't realize that. Oh, let's just go ride bikes. Yeah, right. You in shape? Let's go see.
Right. Let's go have a 300-pound machine, try to hang on to it, go through some gnarly stuff at 45 miles an hour and see how easy and, how just not the average everyday person is going to do it.
To me, it was such a challenge. I never really got hurt doing it. So it was on the street where I dumped my bike, dodging fucking cars and shit. But, dude.
Yeah, it's a hell of a workout. I mean, you bring up a great point that most people don't see is, and that's kind of why I think that like desert racing and cannabis should go hand in hand, because for me, I can't speak for anybody else but me, that's a lot of weight that you're trying to control at a very high rate of speed in very unforgiving terrain. It's like you're going down the street and it's smooth, and Main Street's coming up, so you got to turn left or whatever. It's you're going through the worst shit they can find to put you through, but the actual physical and cardio aspect of that is insane. I come home from a 200-mile race and I look like I got prison raped like 8 weeks in a row, and you can't walk, you can't move. It's just, you're super sore. It's a great workout.
Nobody's writing you letters saying how you do it.
No,
No, dude, like I said, my ex-brother-in-law was a big time racer, so he'd always grab me and say, let's go. I'm like, all right. And fuck. He was a much smaller individual. And God, shit that guy could do. And I would try to do it, and I was like, gee, I can't even. I'd have to walk my bike down the fucking hill and shit. Sometimes, you get stuck.
Right.
It's like, fuck, man.
Well, and you don't think about it, but like you're talking about, like walking the bike down the hill. Well, you're trying to maneuver a 300-pound object down a hill without breaking your ass, and ended up at the bottom with it laying on top of you or something. Dude, it takes a lot of endurance and strength and just physical fitness to be able to even just do that. That's why I smoke.
Yeah,
I won't get on a bike without smoking, but I won't drive a car after. It's really weird.
there is a freedom aspect to it as well that I really enjoy. But I'm just, dude, I'm not in that kind of shape anymore. And, good on you. Too bad. Hope
Yeah.
you heal. Hope you heal up. You know,
Yeah,
get that pussy in shape, brother.
Right, right. I start vitamin or physical therapy tomorrow, and they told me they have a vitamin E pool, so I'll be good.
Kegels.
Well, what they want me to do is basketball and work my way down to like pearls. So
Oh, you
Shit. That's funny.
Casca says taco gear shifter.
God, I wish I could see chat. Every time I pop out and like don't come on the Zoom into the like the wormhole, chat's like just dead. Every time I'm on here, it's going off.
You can pop the chat. I don't know if you're on a phone though. It's different. I don't. I'm on a computer, so it makes it easier for me to see chat.
So yeah, guys, I'll be hitting the post office tomorrow, just so you both know. You might want to like clear out a room or something. I selected a couple of branches.
Sweet. I greatly appreciate that. Especially I was like been talking to people a lot lately. Fucking Spartan was passing around Cuvée. I almost asked him for a cut the other day, last weekend, and then DP was on yesterday talking about him having Cuvée. I was like, damn.
Yeah, but
I'm glad to hear everybody's, popping it because, sub and all. But damn, can't believe I don't have it still.
Yeah,
so I'm glad you're hooking me up, brother.
You got the Eagles cut, dude. That thing's coming back to the Eagles nest. It's coming back home.
Can I play Ozzy? Mama, she's coming home. When I open the box.
Oh, you're gonna laugh your ass off when you open that box.
That's funny.
Yeah, like I said, make some room. I figured it'd be easier to just send you a branch or two than try to send a bunch of little cuts, That way they're guaranteed at least one of them will survive.
We'll get her going. We'll get her. Can't believe that I'll be taking down Columbium this weekend, I'm sure.
Kill me, Ego. Kill me.
That one looks good. I mean, I couldn't even put it off another week if I wanted to. She's already at least 50% of the hairs have already turned. She's already dancing up. I'm gonna try to hold off till this weekend to actually take her down. But I could actually take her down today, though. I even threw in another one today. Haven't even took that one down. I went in the tent like right before I closed it, and I like propped up. You know what I mean? Because I like to usually let things flop a little bit. But I went in there with some stakes and propped up that board 13, straightened her up a little bit, and shoved some shit around. All right. Might as well get this one going. That one's coming down in a couple of days. Pre-stuffing.
Yeah, you're gonna be way ahead of me. I don't know. I got the clones going through flour, so I'll have a little taster, but they usually typically is only about a quarter ounce on them and shit.
Oh, hold on. I gotta go let Lexi in. She's in check. Can you go unlock the front door?
That's funny.
That's hilarious.
all kinds of ways to communicate to dad.
I still got two more of the Jack Skillingtons that I'm sexing yet. I actually took clones of the one. I could see it was a girl already. I didn't need to sex it. The other one was hard to tell, which would probably be a boy then. I don't know. But they got happy when I transplanted them, that's for sure. I posted a picture on my stories of it because it had all the purple stem that we've been talking about. And they were root bound and stressed, and they're little, you know, in the number one pot, and they were 2.5 foot tall, you know, so they're pretty stressed or whatever, probably 2 foot tall anyway. But so the stems turned purple and they're doing their thing, and I transplanted them, and now there's like 5-6 inches of growth already in the 1 week, and like it's all green stem growth, and like see.
I do that. I mean, I guess, yeah, I'm stressing them, but I grow them in smaller containers for way too long. And then when I transplant them, it's
Yeah.
which
It was a preemptive strike. She's not even here yet. I'll like open the door, look around.
shoot, she's shooting up a flare. Hey, come on.
Crickets. Somebody needs to feed the crickets. They're quiet.
Dude,
Holy
it's just laid back reading.
Well, it seems I don't know. It's been your topic, Leo.
What was the topic anyway? I forgot. I'm a stoner.
There's another topic.
Yes, the topics on did you catch the Future Cannabis Project one at all? The one
I
today?
did not.
There's all on frequencies and ley lines and dowsing rods and stuff and all the it was funny.
I actually now I want to watch that more than when you suggested it to me earlier. Now we're like, from the beginning, I've kind of always thought there's a little bit of something to do with frequency. In life in general, I think has the basis to do with a lot of shit. But now it's ley lines and all that. I'm getting serious about it. We're gonna like get out the dowsing rods before we start planting gardens now. Is that basis?
Yeah, man, I don't know. Chat was pretty lit, so it was like a bunch of back and forth in chat and some things going on there. Obviously, it's controversial stuff, and
Oh, I bet you chat love
some
that.
of the people like, right? Yeah, the white paper warriors are right away like, oh, this is bullshit, whatever. But yeah, I don't know, man. He's definitely into the whole metaphysical, beyond the physical world, and into stuff, this spiritual or whatever. He wasn't really relating a lot of it as like spiritual. It was just different dimensions and how they, I don't know.
That term is kind of misused a little bit. Spiritual. But yeah, the esoteric, the hidden knowledge.
It's interesting. I mean, the guy obviously spent his time and he knew his shit about it, and he's done his thing with it. So I mean, I don't know. I just think it's funny how you can just close your mind to certain things like that, like right away, like because there's whatever reason. But I don't know. It's just, I guess I do that too, and everybody does in certain ways. But
oh man, and see, I like
interesting talk. He was talking about some interesting shit, like whatever. I don't know.
Why not to be open to like new stuff like that? I'm open to at least discuss it. I mean, anything. Hell, I was listening. Before the show, I listened to an hour and a half of Alan Watts. I love to just throw things out there and fucking kind of pat it around. Especially I knew it's almost like a fucking baby kitten and shit. If anything, I'll take the idea and bat it around until I could pick it a fucking apart or something, but I'll take it in. But I'm still not gonna, even though if I could pick it apart, it doesn't mean that it's unjust. It just means that I possibly just don't understand yet. but I'd still like to at least invite, the idea in and entertain it for a bit until I can at least admit that it's bogus or I just don't understand.
It either resonates or it doesn't. I mean, when I'm trimming, I have a lot of on my watch list books that are audio books and or like Jordan Peterson or Rudolf Steiner, or I mean some of these people that I look to for that I resonate with as far as the information that they're putting out, right? But see, again, it's all frequency we're talking, and so if I mean, do we all resonate the same? No, because we're uniquely different, right? So what you like and I mean what you favor, I mean one man's bread's another man's poison, all the sayings, all the cliches, all point to what Smiley was just talking about, esoteric knowledge, vibration and frequency. And that's what Tesla was trying to get across, and that's why they basically suffocated him and stole all his shit. So I'm just hoping with this, the age of Aquarius, right, which is supposed to be this golden age, right, that some of this esoteric knowledge becomes, or is once again revealed as it was back in ages ago. Because that's the only way you can find about that stuff is you got to look at ages ago, like Egyptian, Babylonian, way back, and that's not always easy to study.
Who knows? Maybe the pyramids were a giant atom collider or miniature collider.
I'm pretty convinced it has something to do with frequency. Yeah, for sure. Just because of the geometric design of it.
Yeah, that is a mystery, man. It's like one of the most perfectly structured or perfectly measuring structures or whatever. Like all the different categories about it. It's kind of crazy. The width, the height, the way it's pointed, all that shit's like, and very, very, very fine precision.
Yeah. For guys that were using copper tools, which, I don't know. It's just common sense would dictate that some of these older structures we don't know how they were built. They weren't there, and we can't reproduce them. So, question mark. We weren't there. You can study. I mean, the information has been snuffed out too. I'm sure it's somewhere on Earth. Our history since how that was all done, but we're not privileged to finding it. We haven't.
Maybe we'll have that Sea Scroll find.
That would be nice. So that was a big revelation. So it's interesting to me. I want to experience. I think that's why we're here. That's why I don't want to close my mind. I mean, certain things I don't want to associate with, certain vibrations. No, I don't want. I mean. Carry on. I mean, I'm not trying to criticize or condemn that type of thing, whatever it may be, but I'm not resonating with it. So it's almost like something I shouldn't be doing. I shouldn't be associated with whatever that may be. And since I've taken that approach, it really has assisted in my thinking, right? I mean, I can be challenged now and not really lose my balance too much. If you're cluttered up with all this other stuff that really shouldn't be associated with, right? It makes it hard to keep balance on the things that you are supposed to be associated with. That makes sense. Yep. Garden, for instance, I'm associated with my cannabis plant. Very much. Oh, I'm sorry, I go off sometimes.
Not at all. I was a little slow on the fucking mute button there. A little slow in general. Trying to read chat. Listen, roll this joint. Been a bit of a long day for myself too. Good day. Not a bad day though.
seen a map today, or like a global map or whatever of all the places that are on fire right now. That was pretty crazy. I don't know how accurate it is, but it was still like pretty crazy to see. So yeah, hopefully everybody's safe. That's crazy. Everything's on fire, man.
There's a lot of hot spots in Oregon. We haven't had any real smoke. I shouldn't say that. There is a bit of a haze, right? But we're not. Last year we actually had visibility warnings, and yet you didn't really want to go outside because it was so thick. I mean, you couldn't see, you could drive and shit. That's how bad the smoke was. So it's like, fuck. That's a lot of smoke. To not see any flames. You see what I mean? And that's just drifts in from wherever the hot spots are.
I couldn't imagine. I seen some of the videos too. I don't know if it didn't seem like it was in America. I think it was a different country, India or something. But yeah, all the videos where they're driving away from, they're trying to get out of the fires and everything around them's fucking burning. Be some scary shit, man.
Yeah, fires absolutely suck, man.
It's real fast. Even seeing it down the block or something, man. Like what Johnny had, it was 2 doors down or something. Like, oh, dude, hosing my neighbor's house so they'll get to my house.
You can see wildfire. If you're close enough that you can see flames from your house on a wildfire, you're too fucking late.
Yeah.
You waited way too long to get the hell out.
Especially like wind too, like them things will jump and do all kinds of crazy shit.
Fire is a very dangerous thing. You got to understand it. That's why, fighting fire, firefighters, I have a huge respect.
Yeah.
I was a student firefighter for 1 semester. And it taught me a lot to respect about fighting fire. So,
my neighbor there is very adamant about yard maintenance and keeping things clean, because in 96 this whole area, including the lot where my house is, burned. The house burnt, everything, but hers across the way there made it, and she swears up and down, and that's why she stands by it today. That's her yard being free of trees and clean was the only fucking thing that saved her house, because the fire went around her throughout that. She's like, everybody else, man, had trees and shit around their house. It took them right out. And my lot was clean, so it just kind of, the grass quickly burnt, and then the fire went around me. She's terrified to this day of fire still.
Oh, I bet.
We had a big fire out here not long ago, and I actually posted up pictures of it on my IG as it was going. Maybe it's some video. But I went driving through that area, right after they opened it up on the dirt bikes. And there was places where it was just burned and burned and burned for miles. But you come up on like 5, 6, 8 little bushes in a little herd right there, and none of them were touched. It went right around all of them. So I don't know. I think it goes where it's going to go. I don't think if your yard's all perfect and manicured and everything's perfect, I don't think that really determines much more than you got a fighting chance. If it wants to go
It's
through,
like, no, that yard's too nice. We're just gonna go around that way.
Fire always travels the path of least resistance. That's number 1.
True, same as water. Same as water.
So, but just like what you're saying, if there was something there that caused it to go, like a breeze or a mound or some kind of backdraft or whatever, created that issue with the fire. It was like, fuck that, we're not gonna go around. Same with rivers. Water.
Yeah.
Natural shit.
Well, back in the early, was it like 07 or something like that? There was a fire out here in San Diego that went from the mountains damn near to the ocean. And there was houses in neighborhoods. The entire neighborhood burned down, but that one house didn't. And it's, cookie cutter neighborhoods,
What the fuck?
40, 50, 60 houses down the street. You can pass the toilet paper to your neighbor while you're still sitting on the toilet through the window. And one of them stays up and the rest burn. So
That's crazy.
it's just the way it works. I think that unless you, drop the fire retardant on top of your house, all it takes is a little ember, a rodent or a rabbit or, a squirrel or something catches on fire and goes running into your freaking crawl space. Weird things happen.
Well, they'll definitely, I mean, if they're the only house left standing, they're definitely going to have a TP shortage, that's for sure.
Yeah, some of the houses out here, man, I can't believe it. They put them so close together that as they're building them, you're literally passing tools house to house through the window. But then your fire insurance is getting canceled because you're in a fire zone,
So your insurance gets canceled for that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you guys have.
That's the time you'd need it. What the fuck?
Oh no, that's a California, like all over the place. It's really hard to get insurance because of fire zones.
Oh really?
My homeowner's insurance called us and told us, we've been with the same company for years. And they're like, hey, look, your ass might burn down and we don't want to have to pay for it. So, we're dropping all coverage in your area.
That's fucked up, man. Especially if you've been paying them for years, you know what I mean? And you're a customer or whatever. Like, oh, we might have to pay out on that claim. So, yeah, get fucked.
Insurance is a bad industry, in my humble opinion. I don't know. I can tell you some very bad stories. I sold life insurance for a while. I was very successful at it, but that is the problem, because then when you get into the money aspect of it, you start to see the ugly, I don't give a fuck if you die type attitude. It's just all corporate shit. That was actually when I still have my suit. It's in my closet, and I put on my tool belt and went, do something honest for insurance. You know what I mean? Insurance industry, at least that was my experience. I'm not sure if there might be some people out there that are in the insurance industry. I'm sure you're doing a great job. But my experience was not so good working in the industry and the truth of it. How they would disprove claims. Guys would get a commission to disprove your claim. I'm like, wait a minute. You work on the same team, right? Nope. Like, all right. Yeah. And like somebody dies and they disprove your claim. Then,
That's shitty, man. Especially when they're paying on it too, It's like,
it's criminal. And they get away with it. Why? They got lobbyists money and shit. They got it in their pocket. They make so much money, bro. The insurance industry is just flush.
yeah.
I think that if you're paying an insurance company, whether it be, homeowners insurance, renters insurance, your car, life insurance, whatever, if you don't use it for X amount of time, they should give you that fucking money back.
I agree. Or you should be able to borrow against it at the lowest interest rates ever.
No interest. It's your money.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but
I think
that
cancellation that you were just talking about should become with like a reimbursement check. Okay, we're canceling. Yeah, but here's some of the money you've paid us over the years. It doesn't feel so bad.
Dude, you don't want to.
We haven't paid out.
Give me all my fucking money back.
dude, I was at the casino and I fucking didn't win so many bets in a row, and I told them, since I didn't cash out or anything, I should get my money back.
How'd that go?
Yeah, they did. Didn't accept that at all. They weren't.
Yeah.
Like that idea.
Yeah, but your house isn't going to burn down inside the casino, though.
No.
So
I know. I hear what you're saying. It's shitty, but yeah, like
it's not mandatory for you to bet either. Most cases, insurance is mandatory.
You can't get a mortgage without it.
That used to be criminal. You used to not be able to do that. This is again, we're just, oh man, I'm not gonna do
Like,
that.
so I got a thing for my insurance company for my bikes and my trucks and all that, different than the homeowners. And it's a letter telling me that they're sending me a check because of people not driving as much last year. So now I get a refund. But yet, that's just because business was good. Not a lot of people are out, so no car accidents. They didn't have to pay much, But now 20 years down the line with a homeowner's insurance policy, they tell me that because you're in a fire zone, we can no longer cover you. Thanks for your 20 years worth of payments. Now go eat a bag of dicks, And that's happening to a lot of people.
I have one positive insurance story. Okay. When I hurt my back, I had to have lower back surgery. And I was on workman's comp. And bastards, workman comp insurance. Okay. Assholes, motherfuckers, period. I don't care. Every bad name I can think of, I want to throw at them because they would just fuck with you. And they'd send you to their doctor, and they would say, no, I don't think so. And then you have to go to another doctor. And meanwhile, you're not getting your payments, right? And they just fuck you. And then they, like Christmas time, they came up with a reason not to give me my check. And it was terrible. But when it came down to when I went to court and settled this thing, they had to pay out, and they did. And I happened to owe a bill to the state of Oregon that was like about $5,000, and they were ordered by the state to pay that off first before they gave me any of my settlement, right? And they somehow magically forgot to do that in the big insurance world, all right? So, and they gave me the full thing. Well, once they give it to me, they get it back, right? So they had to pay an extra $5,000 to the state to take care of my debts. I mean, I had my debt paid off. And the lady called me, the Wicked Witch of the West, I used to call her. Called me and was saying, well, well, we did have to, she rubbed it in my face like, what? Like, you think I'm just going to offer to pay you back? And well, that kind of stuff. She goes, well, happy birthday. That kind of stuff never happens to me. And I go, I won't say exactly what I said, but I let her know that as long as you're working for a company like you do, it probably never will. I put in it's a lot more vicious than that. Because that bitch had caused me a lot of fucking stress.
Yeah.
Workman comp claims are just a joke, but that positively worked out in my favor. Thank you so much, Workman's Comp. I appreciate it.
I don't know, man. I want that one with the duck.
You can get
Gilbert
this.
Godfrey, the Affleck duck.
Yeah.
There's that one streaming app you use. It's the one I use. I can't even think of the name of it, but it has a duck sitting there at the top all the time if you're using the free version.
StreamYard.
Thank you.
Right?
StreamYard. Like the duck just sits there with headphones on, looking at the chat room. But I keep waiting for a duck commercial of insurance to come through.
Hey man, Affleck hooked my mom up with my dad, and they got an accident, and they were driving semi truck, got in an accident. He passed away from the accident, but Affleck was what really got her going right away as far as, having checks coming out and like taking care of her and paying bills and shit. All the other insurances were like, she's weeks into calling them and fucking all that. Yeah, Affleck was like bing bing.
Nice.
Well, I do like the StreamYard duck, I will say. It doesn't say much, but it does keep a close eye on the chat room.
I was just Googling the rainbow event this weekend. That's a solid 4-hour drive at this conditions. At like 4 in the morning conditions. Holy shit.
Without
That's
traffic.
a
Right?
haul.
So you might as well stay the night. Is that what you're saying?
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, if I had done, I'm definitely staying.
Ace, I did have a
Oh,
lawyer.
man.
Yeah, I had a lawyer. I have to now.
Smileys. I just did that shit. It was a good solid probably 3.5 for you. What?
Yeah, it's right around 3. Goes quick.
That's
How you doing, Robert?
Good. How are you guys? Cheers.
Good, buddy.
Found a tin of some weed. I was going through my boxes. I was like, man, I ran out. I was going through literally leaves, like smoking like this kind of shit.
You thought
I was
you
like,
ran out.
I found
definitely looks a lot better.
like a whole tin full of fucking weed. I'm like, my God, it's so fucking amazing right now.
Like pulling out a 20 out of your jeans when you put them on. Like, fuck yeah.
I used to do that, look through all my pants because I'd go to the casino so much and I'd lose money and I'd like forget what pocket it was in and I'd find like 101 pair and like 30 in another and like a voucher I didn't cash out and fucking I'd be like, what the fuck? I have all kinds of money. Why am I looking for pouches instead of my pants? Fuck.
Dude, go clean out the lint traps and shit in like apartment dryers. You find all kinds of shit in there.
Hell yeah. My friends used to pop the fucking, they just get a screwdriver and pop the shit and take all the quarters. So there'd never be nothing in ours. So we couldn't go check ours because nobody'd be able to use them. They'd always be broken.
That's the best place I found.
No, like anytime I
How much crackheads are out here or meth addicts out here. It's like everybody has already got their eye on the fucking whatever latch key, turn key operation, anything that's got coins in it's fuck. It's got to drill straight through it and fucking it's already empty. Like everything. Nothing could be out there in the public without somebody fucking it up.
That's crazy.
Best place I've found loose cash is strip bars. Just look down. It's dark. Have a flashlight and look down, and you're going to find money everywhere. When I was poor and underage, actually, I would sneak into these places. My buddy's sister actually worked at one of them. I always wanted to see anyway. So anyway, you get a show and get a lot of money. One night she was like, "You're gonna have to give me a cut of that." I'm like, "Fuck you," because you'd find 50s. I mean, you'd find big ones. She worked at the high roller place, right? To me, that was just amazing. I couldn't fucking believe it. Cash on the floor, right? So I'd be walking along.
Vegas is out there scraping money off the stripper room floor just to get a lap dance and shit.
Shit.
Paying them with their own money.
It's dark, right? So you'd have to look for it, and then you put your foot on it, and then you'd be tying your shoe. And that, dude, I was tying my shoe all fucking night. You know, one guy actually mentioned, he goes, "Why do you always tie your fucking shoe?"
I'm so seeing like in my head as you're describing this, like the dollar bill on the fishing string and shit, just stuffing the 20, then like stepping on the line, shit, watching it get your back right now. Oh, I got you.
I was at the airport once, and a guy had a fishing line with a fake $100 bill, and he would put it out as people were walking by, and then reel it in as they would fucking chase it. Fuck, to talk about comedy, man. I mean, dude, I'm waiting for my flight, and this guy's doing it, and I'm just watching. I'm just laughing my fucking ass off, because you think, all right, nobody's gonna fall for this shit, right? And always somebody was like, "Hey," like start running after it, you jerk it, you know, it'd be like fishing, you jerk it a little more. It's like fucking crazy.
That's
I think
good.
after a movie first time, you're like, fuck it, you know.
2-part epoxy on the quarter outside of any building. It's great. You just watch them. Everybody try to fucking scrape it off. Everybody will try to scrape it off. They'll
That's a
fucking
great one.
kick the coin and fucking walk up and scrape it. Fucking hit it with shit. Can never get it off.
That's a good one. Chad says,
I
don't
don't
pick
know,
up
man.
the quarters in the booth, so okay.
See, you epoxy a quarter to something out here, you know, all the tweakers, they're gonna find a way.
Yeah, that's what we
They'll be
would
like people over there with like hammers and chisels
we'd
and
look
shit.
at all our coworkers trying to scrape it off and know which ones were fucking the tweakers after. We'd be like, you fucking tweaker, trying to get that quarter off the ground for like 5 minutes out there. If I can't get it off for the first 2 seconds, I'm walking away. If I can't just reach down and pick it up, walk away. It's like, damn, it didn't come off. Somebody's looking at me, laughing at me. Fuck. It's like,
People are funny. People are funny. We got to remember that. At least I do. I got to remember that people are funny.
yeah,
It's,
people are,
I see a lot of strange behavior, but it's quite humorous at the same time. Today,
So
it
you're
was-
talking about picking up dollars in the strip clubs, you know, picking up money off the front of the strip clubs.
Yeah.
When I lived in Vegas, we'd go to the strip clubs and we'd pay the strippers with fake money. We'd copy
I bet-
like, you know,
I bet they
like
don't
copy a
like that.
$3 bill on top here, like just one side of it and fold it in half and give it to her. You know, she thinks she got a 20, she got a fucking blank piece of printer paper on the other side.
my buddy's sister, she told me all about that. Actually, she had every fucking scam that we've ever invented in her brain. It was quite interesting. She wasn't all that good looking, to be honest. I couldn't believe the type of money she was making. I guess she did everything that's fine. So, but I don't know, man. It was weird shit you do when you're young, you know. I was poor, man. I've been struggling the whole way trying to figure out ways to make money. That was an easy way.
Hey, we used to go to Disneyland all the time for free. It'd cost $1, and then they figured out our little scam out there.
Dude,
So,
Social Weedner, you mentioned something that is good. Here's what happened in our local fair. Okay. They used to have admission. We're talking about insurance. Okay. Insurance is expensive, my friends. All right. So at these fairs, they have to be insured. Okay. And especially if you're taking a fee at the entrance. Okay. Because then you're making someone pay. All right. So now you've accepted responsibility. Yeah, the fiduciary relationship, they call it. Okay. And this year, no entry fee. Okay. Free entry, which means no liability. Okay. You're on your own speed here. However, if you want to go to a ride, $40. You want a turkey stick, $50. I mean, it's like, are you fucking kidding me? And just so they're trying to loosen up the cost of the liability, or they just want to get rid of liability altogether. You know, in the old days, companies, you were personally liable if you had a company. All right, you were an honorable person. Then corporate was no, I'm not personally liable, which means I'm basically going to steal. That's my dad taught me that early on. It's like, no, you don't want corporates are fucked. Like, what do you mean? Just going to steal from you. You watch, go ahead, be an idiot, you know. And I'm like, yeah, most of the time, like, he would always point out the way. Now, see how they fucked you? Like, oh, yeah, right. So, here we are today.
My
You guys-
biggest, the only thing I ever stole in my life was beer. Way back when we were kids, the old beer run, the old beer run. It got to be so frequent with me and my buddies doing it. And again, this is I'm an old fucker, so this is back before video cameras. It got so bad that because the because the clerk couldn't chase, they ended up fucking like hiring like another guy, just almost like a pit bull. You know what I mean? It'd be like a showdown too. Heck, the time you'd be like, he'd be looking at you like, "Are you a runner? You a runner?" Like he'd be ready to leap that counter, like chasing. It was unfortunately for them, it was the perfect beer run setup. Really, realistically, it's a perfect beer run. It was. We lived like in an apartment, which in the store was surrounded by woods, so you could take the trail to the store, and if you could get out that door and hit them woods, you were pretty solid.
Home free.
And it was, yeah, kind of their prop layout of the store, I guess, because you could go in there and there's like a line, like an aisle. The beer aisle is like right straight down from the thing, and you, the way it was all set up, you could actually like put a case between your legs and almost duck walk up to the counter. You know what I'm saying? And then if you could, the door was like right there, counter door. And if you could like pay for whatever, make that, yeah, you could be gone with that case. You could be gone with that case. But we did it a lot. We're talking, this was like 14, 15. We'd be doing beer runs. Back then, that's, it was, yeah. That was
Are you going
to my extent. What's that, Spam?
the BEERRUN beer run?
We had an older guy, the seniors, right, in my high school, worked at one of the seniors. I don't remember his name, I can't, but anyway, worked at like a 7-Eleven, no, it was Plaid, the Plaid run, we'd call it, Plaid Pantry. And he would say, hey, come on, I would basically do his work for him. Like sweep out the thing, do this, clean that, whatever. And I'd get a case of beer. And I'm like, dude, a case of beer back then. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? What do you want me to do? Right? So I'd be the little housemaid. I'm like a sophomore. He's like a senior. Fuck, we had beer coming out the ass, man. So much so, my dad had passed on, but my mom, my stepmother, was a big beer drinker. And she was like, and she'd always drink the cheap shit, right? And so I'd bring home Budweiser and Michelob, you know. She's like, where the fuck are you getting all this beer? And I told her the scam. She goes, well, I want in. I'm like, fuck, really? And so, but it was a great way to get some freedom until I got out of the house. So I was a planner. I'd make sure she was drunk and I could do whatever I wanted, you know, until I finally escaped when I was 17. So crazy how well the craziness back then that we get away with, right? Of course, eventually he got fired, but you know.
I love how you put that you escaped at 17.
Yeah, I did.
We threw a party one time at a hotel. When we came, somebody brought some psychedelics along with the beginning parts of some alcohol. When I woke up the next day, there was an entire bar in our room. An entire bar in our room. So this hotel room, there was a pool bar. That was their thing down the thing. And at some point, somebody had fucking went and like emptied the bar and brought it back. Went down to the pool bar and brought it back. Surfboards, pool floats, and all was in the room when I woke up. One of the best parties ever. But also yielded like 2 weeks of alcohol on top of the party there. But yeah, it's crazy times. I'm so glad I don't even drink anymore or even Yeah, I've grown out of such a crazy time. Yeah.
More
There's
crazy
no
than normal
way.
when I'm drinking.
There's no way we could get away with the shit we used to do back in the day these days, you know? Shit, I stole my mom's Visa card and booked a room for a week in Mexico.
What?
Bravo.
Dude, yeah. So Rosarito Beach, Mexico is like a huge fucking spring break spot, you know? Still is to this day. So back in like senior year, junior year of high school, I decided we were going to Rosarito and I was going to get us a fucking hotel room. So I put it on my mom's credit card, not thinking that, you know, mom could actually see that credit card statement. And, you know, she knew where that was and she knew the whole plan. So we're down there at a bar. We're like 17. Down there sitting at a bar in Mexico ordering margaritas. They're $1 a piece. So we'd give the waiter a 20 and be like, dude, just keep them coming. Tell us when you need more money. And towards the end of the night, we're fucked up. I mean, just stupid drunk. We tell the waiter, we're like, no, we're going, we're done, no more. And he comes back with a tray of drinks and he's like, hey, from the ladies. I was like, oh, sweet. Looking at my boys, I'm like, we're fucking scoring in Mexico. We look over at the bar and my mom and my aunt are sitting there.
Oh shit! They just want to put you over the edge to make the pain less or more tolerable.
Oh, it was, yeah. I'll tell you what, though, after the initial, like, you know, beating, it was a fun week, man. We actually partied with mom in Mexico afterwards.
It was worth it.
But dude, that was, yeah, I paid for that. I still pay for that.
That's a good story, but I like it. Yeah, I like to experience. I've been experiencing a lot since I came out of the womb. I just started, you know, going crazy. Just a little monkey trying to get into all the bananas. Really slowed down in the last few years, but I'm still good for 30 seconds. You know what I'm saying?
Imagine trying to pull some of the stuff we got away with, you know, years ago.
Dude, I'd be locked up.
Right?
Yeah.
And even with having the cameras the kids have nowadays, like somebody would have snapped a picture of you or some shit, you know what I mean, doing whatever at a party. Like I have plenty of memories of people doing crazy shit at parties, but nobody had a fucking pocket camera to take a picture of it or
Thank
anything.
God.
Right?
Thank
No
God.
no kidding.
Ugh.
Wow.
Be shit.
I'm
We'd all be in prison.
place.
That's quite the
I'm-
cell phone is a deterrent nowadays. It's like, oh fuck, I better stay in line or somebody might snap a video of me.
Right?
Right. But like nowadays, you
I'm
get
that
a party.
nervous around my kids. My kids are the first one to catch me acting like an idiot on camera. I mean, they're the very first. Bam! Got that.
They are little. That's
Oh.
that shit too.
Oh man. you
I
got-
Yeah, but
say
like
that
nowadays,
'cause I do goofy shit all the time. I'm the dude that'll fucking slide in the kitchen on his socks or some shit. Fucking whatever, you know. But yeah, they'll catch me on video.
I'm drunk.
I may or may not have been sword fighting the air with a roll of Christmas wrapping paper. They may or may not have seen me do that. And
There's a video of me somewhere. I don't think that maybe it was destroyed at at one of our poker tables when we had the poker arrangement with my oldest boys, and I was so fucking drunk, and I lost the hand, and I started laughing so hard I fell off the fucking stool, and just the way it happened was, I mean, just. And I'm on the, and then you can't see me, right? And I'm still laughing my fucking ass off, even more so, you know. And, so yeah,
As we
and
sit here and talk about it,
I've
I
never
see.
lived
I
that
can
down.
picture Lexi in my head, fucking like going through her camera right now, laughing at me.
I never lived that down. So yeah, I think the cell phones have changed, made us a lot more docile, you know, or just all the cell phones here before you enter. You know, like we're gonna get fucking crazy tonight, so the goose is loose. So, put the cell phones over.
Car keys and cell phones in the bowl.
What happens here stays here.
Well, yeah, I mean, think about it. Like nowadays, like Smiley said, dude, back then you didn't have a camera in your pocket.
No.
Nowadays, like you can't go to fucking Walmart without being on somebody's camera.
Absolutely. That's why sometimes, like,
I mean, shit,
I don't mind wearing the mask.
they got an entire freaking website dedicated to it. The people of Walmart. If you've never seen that one,
Dude,
roll a fat joint, go sit down and scroll through the people of Walmart.
that's almost
I
as
don't
good
wanna
as the
see-
farting preacher.
I don't want to see how many times I've made that roll. So yeah, I'm sure.
I'll have to check it out because you can like search the Walmarts by area.
That's a good one. Farting preacher is another good video series to watch if you want to just cry in your soup while you're having lunch or something and do it. So fun. Something about flatulence.
Dude, I saw the funniest fucking meme today, and it was a little baby sleeping on his side with his face turned. He had like dick pic drawn on his face, and it was like, nobody fucking passes out in my house and gets away with it. Nobody. That's what it said, and I was fucking dying, dude. I've never had shit drawn on me, but I've been around when other people have.
That's kind of funny. Probably not appropriate, but hilarious.
Oh yeah, who hasn't seen some dicks down?
Oh,
I actually, my buddy had some like nasty. Well, they weren't nasty, but they were fun pictures that went around at high school. Him like drunk at party, all drawn up, fucking shit on his head, beer box on his head, beer cans up to his neck. That he never lived that shit down for the longest time. Just that was one time somebody actually did have a camera, poor fucker. That was a long time. Yeah. Again, even thinking about the moments right now, I'm like, oh, glad we didn't have more cameras back then.
Eagle, I have one story where as kids, we would go with Dennis and called him Derby because he always wore a derby back then. And he had a Volkswagen and it was full of beer cans. I mean, full. You'd have to move beer cans to, and he wouldn't say, "Hey, fuck you, don't take my beer cans." And so one time we go to the top of Mount Tabor, it's a little hill in Portland area, and he drives right off the fucking. He's so drunk he drives off the side of the road, and we're going down, trying to dodge trees and stuff, and the car eventually flips over. I mean, we come to a point where it's going slow, right? But then it hits this dip where it's like, oh fuck, we're gonna tip over. And the beer cans saved our asses from any fucking injury whatsoever. It was like having little, because of I don't know, man, it was just like you're in a little cushion. And so we got out of the Volkswagen, pushed the Volkswagen back on its wheels and just drove back down. But dude, that's the kind of shit. You guys are reminding me because, dude, we used to just look for shit like this. And, but driving off of Mount Tabor was not part of the program. And Derby, I should look that guy up and see if he's still fucking alive. See if he's still driving off cliffs and shit, probably not.
Man, I actually at one point jumped the fucking family car when I was a kid. The railroad tracks downtown and blew the shock towers right through the fucking hood of the fucking truck. That's how I was a crazy youngster, me and my brother.
That was when Dukes of Hazard were cool. So like they did it.
There's still a perfect set of tracks to this day.
In grade school, we used to play.
I was gonna say, man, we still have a couple spots where it's just still a perfect launch ramp for your truck. That shit was fun. Go behind like a little shopping center and there's a little hump. But if you hit it at like 40, you fly like probably 55, 60 feet.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that too. We broke a guy's axle doing that over and over. There's one spot in this road where we just every time he'd come and pick me up, we'd go, okay, let's go. We'd hit that. One time it just went, and the wheel kind of was like, fucked his axle. But it just see social weed nerd, like it's the little things like that. You know what I mean? Where you just find
Oh, yeah.
something, some little thing, just to exploit it into. Let's make this a big thing.
We find little things and make them fun.
Yeah, exactly. Which I don't see that a lot now. I feel sorry actually for a lot of youngsters.
Okay, here's a flashback from the past for everybody. You remember freaking Gorilla Growth having to go out and like freaking find a spot somewhere and truck in all your water and hope you didn't get seen and all that back in the day?
Never too successful at it. Yeah.
I remember that. I did that a couple times.
Now you really don't need to, but where else? You can't go anywhere to do it anymore.
See, we had all the golf courses to do it, so we just go down to the wash and like all the runoff water, they already had all the nutrients in it. You got to do nothing. You'd have to take nothing but the seeds. Just go throw them down there. Sometimes soil, but they'd have good. All the runoff would sometimes push off good soil from up there on their landscaping. So you just go up there and steal the soil from them and bring it down, and then all the runoff water would be like every fucking. You just go out there and see giant fucking plants in the middle of the fucking wash. Fucking, it was crazy. But somebody would always steal them, so you get like half of it like stolen all the time.
Yeah. That was
Right.
It was fun. Good shit though. Real fun. Like adventure.
Yeah, somebody would always jack you.
Yep.
And like today, you can't do that. You know, like where are you going to go and do that now?
Not to wash.
My
People
my
walking now.
bedroom.
Fucking walkways through there and bike trails and all that shit everywhere.
Cheers.
It's like, cheers.
What's up, boys?
Good to see you, buddy.
Cheers, brother.
What's up,
Everybody all
man?
right?
Good
What are you
Cheers.
talking about?
Oh, we were just talking about you, but you kind of interrupted us. So.
I
On
would
top of the
say
morning.
Nah.
in a nutshell, we've been discussing pretty much childhood mayhem, bits and pieces. At least me. At least me.
Childhood what?
Stupid
Mayhem. Yeah.
Being misfits. The
Yeah.
misfit life. That's what it's about right now.
Talking about what cheeky little bastards we were.
Shit we used to get away with.
What we
Like
think.
Things
today, dude,
alcohol makes us do.
you know
or
you
did.
cannot get away with an upper decker today. Somebody's going to get you on video.
Can't do it no more. The thing of the past.
Right.
It's true. Even if it ain't a shop camera or something, it's going to be some nosy bastard with a phone. You know, it's the way it is.
Or in the bathrooms, we
We're
have those.
probably on some list right now because we're talking about it.
Right.
Well, we're on camera anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're the assholes we're talking about.
On camera. We're doing it ourselves. As I go to light a joint of tobacco. This isn't weed, guys. Come on. Fuck.
I smoked for 14 years.
Never smoked it before in my life.
Yeah, it's not a good one.
Smoking is bad for you.
Very good. It's bad. It's very good.
man. Drugs are bad.
That's right.
Send
I sent
you
you-
mad. Start making you do other drugs.
Well, there's something about the social aspect of smoking that I really miss. And that's, people will tell you shit when you're having a cigarette with them and you'll never hear anywhere else. And that's, to me, I found that very interesting. Actually, it was a social aspect. And then there's also the ritual aspect of it that I miss. So I just smoke more weed. I'd still want to have a cigarette right now. And I quit back in 2012. So it's just like, man, it's like, fuck, you can't break the record.
I wouldn't have one now. I don't know how long it's been, like 3.5 years maybe, but I wouldn't have one now.
And once you get to certain points, I made it. But I still, if I
I
didn't
think
know it
because
was
of this,
yeah.
it means I've got the habit, so I'm not
The
worried
ritual.
about the nicotine.
Well, I think the ritual aspect of it is the most addicting aspect of it. I mean, like after you eat.
It might have been the 5 minutes walking out the office, or the 3 minutes. It might have been that was like really appealing. The ability to walk away and have a cigarette break.
Something you said for that. Something you said for that.
Yeah, a bit of headspace is what it was. Just for 3 minutes, fuck that shit. Let's just.
Shit, I chewed tobacco from early on, from like age 12 to 20, 28. Yeah, 28. I chewed tobacco, and it was almost like a day to like time I woke up to the time I went to bed type thing. The only time you ever seen me with a cigarette in my mouth was that time that
Smiley, don't
mayhem.
spike it up, man. Come on, don't spike it up. Sorry, dude. Come on.
drinking it would be
Am
like,
I
oh, it's some
Like
kind
the
of
guy doing a
steak
shot at
home.
the AA meeting or something.
Yeah.
You guys are like, yeah, I've been drinking so many days. And you're like,
I just knew you were gonna spot one up, you fucking animal.
I was gonna
man.
before it. I don't know. It
Yeah,
wasn't about this.
the peer pressure.
Guilt
So
trip.
It's like when you see someone smoke on TV, it makes you want to smoke.
Cannabis.
Just might need an infusion of nicotine too. It's crazy.
Dude, well, they say cannabis is like the gateway drug, man. It's not. It's tobacco.
Yeah, that's
I got my dad cured me of chewing. Well, because he used to chew. He quit smoking and just started chewing. And I was like, "What are you doing?" He goes, "You want some?" I go, "What is it?" He goes, "It's chew." I go, "All right." And I go to take a little bit, and he goes, get 2 fingers in there. So I put it in there, and I fucking swallow it. Oh God, dude, I fucking puked my ass off, was coughing, my eyes were watering. I mean, and he just kind of said, "You want more?" And I've never, just the sight of those fucking cans now make me fucking cringe.
Good,
So,
he did you a favor.
that's what his thinking was, but that was his style too. Used to beat the shit out of me too. He gave me like 3 chances, and then, oh fuck, I'm getting my ass kicked. This must be 3, right? Just
Dude, I remember the Disney Channel or not. Yeah, it was Donald Duck caught the Huey, Dewey, and Louie. They got a box of cigars they were gonna give him for his birthday, and he caught him with it in the playhouse and made him smoke them all.
I think I
That was the known punishment for that back in the day. Like, you're gonna smoke the whole pack till you're puking.
it,
Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's funny,
it's
man.
gonna poison me. Like,
Yeah,
it was terrible.
learn you good, kid.
yeah. Oh, you want to die? Come on then.
Yeah, I would have taken a beating over that experience. It was just the whole body just terrible.
Yeah, you often hear people talk about that blunt thing where they're like, the way I look at that blunt when it makes me feel sick. And it's like, yeah, why are you doing that then?
I used to smoke the blue ones, the blue packs, Pall Malls, or no, Parliaments. They were really strong. I don't know why, dude. It was when I went to when I was in lockup and shit. get a smoke break. Started smoking.
Yeah, I've tried quitting cigarettes so many times. It's the hardest thing ever.
They used to be in everything, man. When we were growing up, they were, like I said, they were in the cartoons, and fucking the Winston Cup was like, you know,
Right?
The whole of Formula One was all branded, everything.
Marlboro, yeah.
When I went to the doctor as a kid in the 1960s, fucking doctor would come in with a fucking cigarette, smoking. You see,
Yeah.
I remember looking at his white thing and it had ashes on it. I'm like, I mean, it seemed strange to me as a kid, but right in the room's all smoky and shit. But you just on the plane in the 1960s, same
No,
thing.
way later than that. Way later than that. I've smoked on planes when I was an adult. So yeah,
Thick smoke.
there's no
Hey, but we're
smoking.
talking, yeah, we're
at the
talking
back,
DC
though,
10s. You're talking
safe,
DC
innit?
10s. You're talking DC 10s back then, little fucking tubes flying in the air, not these big ventilated fucking things they have now, which
Right.
dude, crazy times. I mean, I'm thankful. I'm very grateful actually to be an old fuck. Still able to remember all that greatness of the past, to be honest. I'm going to hang on as long as I can. Hopefully things will get a little
Candy sick.
better. I don't know.
That's- yeah, they didn't encourage you to smoke with the candy cigarettes back when we were kids, did they?
Or the bubblegum ones, or
That's
I wanted to
crazy, Eagle. That's crazy, man. Because I loved that shit. That was like, let's fake it up. That's the biggest peer pressure of them all.
condition.
Yeah, but it went down to the same thing too. Like, which little kid didn't want to be the Marlboro man?
Oh shit.
Like that dude was badass. He was out like beating up grizzly bears and shit.
Who didn't have
Yeah.
Big League Chew in their pocket? Everybody had a pack of Big League Chew. Like I always pull it out and look like you're stuffing fucking. And the little kids would be doing that, and all the adults would be looking over like, "What the fuck are you guys doing?" It's bubble gum. It's like,
Right.
yeah, it's like, but it felt like I was an adult, like I was copying my uncles and shit. I was like, put it in there, go play baseball, and get ready to start spitting for no reason. Like fucking retard. Like, oh, excuse my French. Fichu la vie. I was really slow back then. I was like, I got hit in the face with a baseball bat. What do you expect? Like, right there,
Yeah, it's tough.
all the way inside and knocked my crooked teeth straight. So now I got straight teeth. I had crooked teeth back then. And, bing, and straighten that shit right out. So I got worked out for me.
So that was basically indoctrination then, right? Like candy cigarettes and all that shit.
Yeah, exactly. Mind mimic,
And then those little bottles of alcohol that were like sugar water and wax where you bite the top off.
Oh, I
and
love
then
those.
you drink
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love
it was
those.
all just like shot, and then like you'd be smoking your cigarettes and fucking. It was party time as a kid, man. It was just like they were trying to get us ready to be little assholes.
Pretty much. You're
It
right.
was-
Mr. Westport's got me remembering in chat the Marlboro and the fucking Camel dollars. The Marlboro miles actually cracked me up because they should have been like miles you'll never run. Marlboro miles you'll never run.
Save yourself time.
like minutes off.
The Marlboro guy did die of cancer as well. The cowboy dude.
Like every single one of them. There was like 6 of them that.
Yeah, but
Right.
they didn't tell you that at the point in time,
Thing to do. Like I said, my doctor was smoking. Are you kidding me? I couldn't believe. I think back to that moment. Even back then, I thought that was a bit strange. But it was like nobody. Nurse is smoking. I mean, the whole office is smoking. No.
My grandmother's doctor. Now, my grandmother died at 98 about 20 years ago, so this is long. But she went to the doctor one day and she said, "I'm stressed, got a million kids, dickhead husband." And he was like, at 12 o'clock every day, sit down, get a glass of sherry, and smoke a cigarette. And that woman did that every day that I knew her from then on. I mean, obviously that was before I was born, but we knew at 12 o'clock, oh, grandma's having a sherry and a cigarette. Like, that's doctor's advice. Here's 2 chemicals that potentially can kill you. Go hard.
It worked for her though, right?
It did work for her. She made it to 98 and she enjoyed a cigarette. And I remember taking her in a wheelchair out of the home and giving her a cigarette. And I was probably a teenager. So
That's a trip, man. I knew a guy too. He came in. So his son worked with us at my dad owned an auto repair shop too. So he worked with us there. But yeah, he was like smoked Pall Mall, non-filtered cigarettes since he was like 15. And he died at like, yeah, he was in his 90s when he passed away or whatever. But yeah, smoked cigarettes the whole time, non-filtered, whatever. Pall Malls, like, yeah, you never, I don't know, you just never know, I guess.
Certain types of stress can prolong life, right? Because if you're giving it in small doses every time, it creates a resistance, right? And certain people, like you see, they
you're
can
talking
handle
about
that.
genetics. So it's a
Yes.
scattergun, isn't it? Someone's
Yes.
going to do something that someone else isn't.
And where this guy can do it, stay trim and fit all the way till 90 and have a cigarette just before he leaves his body, right? And other people, fuck, they can't do it. You know, it's not. So it's interesting. Again, genetics, humans, plants, it's all kind of same kind of thing. Really, we're all living things. But guys, I'm going to go out right now and hit my bed and go to sleep. And I really appreciate the Eagle Garden Therapy tonight. It was excellent.
Do you have white pajamas, Bingus?
No, I don't. Quite frankly, I sleep without any jammies.
Full Bingus.
Just a
Full
t-shirt.
Bingus.
And I'm quite hopeful. All right, guys. Cheers, brothers. Take care.
Love, brother.
Have a good one, Bingus. Thanks for popping in. Awkward pause. Awkward pause.
Thank you.
Choice.
Yes. Oh, mate, I've had a proper look now and properly trimmed the whole thing. It is crazy high quality. It's that sort of, it's almost leathery. It's like big hard calyxes. And the whole thing looks amber, but not amber because of the hairs, just because the whole bin sort of, it's just got that well worn down, fully grown look, and it's fucking strong. People are like dab sweats and shit, you know, from just having a bong and whatnot. So yeah, it's like people are impressed. It's something new, and you know, the new is exciting. So it's new and super sparkly, like covered sticky trichomes. So yeah, man, love that, brother. Like it was the one male. There was no hun. It was like one male, the others were, one female, the others were male. And yeah, it's not green apple, but it's fucking kick ass.
Yeah. Glad you're enjoying it, man. I actually fucking think it's still getting asked for more of that. Get any left of them singers? No, missed out on that.
Right. It put a lot more out than any of that other stuff. I don't know if it's just because it got real tall, but it also was, you know, in every area it ticked boxes. It was like, oh, well, this was the selection. I just missed all the others, you know? So boom, love, brother, mad love. You know what it's like. It's, you know, it's that new car smell. It's that something different. And it's also something that's not all hypey hype. It's our own little family thing, isn't it?
It's nice having something nobody else has. I'd say that.
Yeah. Yeah, I got pretty lucky. I just got some snips of Mac 1. So that's something I'm pissing my pants about at the moment. I mean, it's going to be a long time before that comes to fruition, but I got that cut now. So, and I yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, this is the first time I ain't told anyone, but yeah, I'm super excited. I need it to root before I sort of talk about it, really.
That seemed like that's good practice right there. About the time you brag about it is the time it doesn't root shit. You're like, I had it, but
Yeah, it's sort of the one you give to someone you respect, and then they can't root a clone. What the fuck? Yeah. So I have like a handful in the aero cloner, and I have one in a plug because I'm like, let me just stick one in a plug, just in case the power goes or something weird. But the dude who gave it to me said every time you smoke it, it'll taste different. So I dab on it, and it was very lemony, very zesty. And about 20 minutes later, I dab on it, and it's like, oh, this is straight black licorice. Like licorice. There's no fucking lemons. Weird as hell. He's like, yep, every time you do it, you'll pick up something else. So it's neat. I never tasted licorice in herb before. Never.
No,
I knew it was there. I just never had it.
that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a real good
Yeah.
one.
Both lime and licorice. I was like, oh, okay. We need to, yeah, that's something I need.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that would keep me excited like a little child for the next 3 months or something. Longer than that.
Popping any new seeds?
No, I should. It was like right time when I was about to, but I know behind that Mac 1 is a biscotti and a runs and I'm like, I've been popping a lot of seeds. So no is the honest answer. You caught me out. I know I'm supposed to be doing that, but
No, you're fine.
yeah.
You ain't gotta be.
No, it's the hippie code, man. You're supposed to do it all the time.
Popping seeds all the time. Now when you got
Yeah.
all little cuts like that, I'd be taking the lineup of cuts too. I'd run that shit for a minute.
I just feel like I've done a lot of work and it ties the room up in a different way, you know?
Yeah, for sure it does. I said I pop too many and then I see Eagle popping more and I get inspired and I'm trying to keep up with Eagle. He's the best.
nah, not even. Not even.
I went through the show yesterday, man. Your shit's looking, it must be the healthiest. It must be the healthiest room it's looked. I'm guessing. Everything just looked really on point. All the stuff in flower looked good. I'm talking about your room, Smiley. Yeah, man, you've got a lot of shit on the go, though. Like you said, like fucking hell, this is this, that, the other, this, that, the other. Fucking hell. But yeah, it looked good, doesn't it? You've got a handle on everything right now, I think. I know you don't want to say that out loud. I'll just say it.
No, not exactly. I mean, they're going good, yeah, but I don't know. I'm still contemplating this whole water test thing, and
yeah,
a lot
that's
of it
a real
makes sense too. So
that's why I said that's brilliant in our comment to you, because it's like, well, there's all the answers, because it really does make sense, and you know you'll get a result when you fix it. But the thing is, mate, you can't fucking bring the water in, can you? And I don't know if you can fix it.
well, I'm gonna bring the water in at least for foliar spraying, so I don't think that's gonna be. And I've been I was looking at it today in veg, and like, so there's the 3 stages in veg, and they get 3 weeks each time. And then the last stage, I take this soil test, and that's the one before flower. And I was looking back at some of those, and it's like, well, I'm still adding quite a, what I mean? Not quite a bit, but I'm still adding some stuff in, which to me, if I got it fairly close, the first shot. Now I'm having to add some more of the same things that indicates the plant ate it out of there probably or whatever. But what I was noticing is like, yeah, like as they progress to that third stage, that's where they're under the 600 watt V-spec boards. That's also when they're probably going to be starting to run into their problem of the lower potassium than what they're really looking for. That balance, because I'm adding that when I transplant and I put a dose of the potassium silicate on there for a time period that water that'll balance out what's falling into solution. You know what I'm saying? But then after 6 weeks or 8 weeks, that's pretty well gone and out of there is what I'm assuming. Because then when I do the next soil test, I'm having to put that back on. But every time the water is adding calcium and magnesium and chloride. So chloride's what I'm not so sure.
Yeah. Yeah, man, it's a funny one. How blue is that board? Is that forcing something? Is that blue light maybe forcing it to take that or something weird like that? No, it's the water anyway.
It would, but yeah, I mean, at the point that they're in that, the point I'm making is that by the time I get them to that third stage, what I'm seeing visually is like the tank's running out, you know what I'm saying? And it's now it's no longer in balance either way. So I actually did try something today. I applied some to that row just to kind of see if there'd be a response, you know what I mean? So
it would be my first thing to do, mate, and just have a watch, you know, like, okay, I got nothing to lose here. It's going to keep moving forward without me. So let me just try some of this and let's see if there's a visual, you know.
Yeah.
You'll get a feel, really, whether it was helpful or not.
Yep. So we'll see. I'm getting my head around it. So.
You want a well?
Yeah.
So that's that water tested today. But as Eagle said, if you lot are in the bottom of your wells right now pulling up shit, like it might not have always been that bad.
Well, the other thing is around me, it's all soy and corn fields. So, and they do spray and they do, I don't know all the stuff he's spraying or whatever, but I have seen the ammoniacal ammonia or whatever that they spray. But yeah, there was another one I seen said urea on the side of it. So it's mainly, it's not like nitrogen kind of thing. I've seen them spread but I'm sure all that's kind of going into the well is what I'm getting at. You know?
Yeah.
Like that's probably some chloride.
Whenever I see them monocrops, which is everywhere, I just feel dirty. Like when my dog runs through it, I'm like, Monsanto dog, nasty. Come get clean in the fucking dirty river, which is probably still dirty. Yeah, you know, I don't feel clean around Monsanto farms. I'm like, yeah. Don't breathe in too deep.
Man. Like the workers shouldn't either. Like some of that shit's scary, the stories from them.
Yeah, I saw something that I think they just like this week stopped selling Roundup in Britain, or have said they're going to stop. And it's like, right, fucking, we all sued you. We all fucking, you still got it in the supermarket next to the fucking sweets, you know, candy.
I seen they were pulling it off shelves too for retail and in my area. So.
Right. Okay. Fucking good.
Right. But I'm sure the agriculturals were the majority.
It's only because it's branded, buddy, and up in your face. Otherwise, no one's looking on the farms, are they? You know, like, you know.
I don't know. Though. Enough people are getting clued into some of that stuff now. Like, I seen a crop duster spraying fields the other day, and it was kind of like,
what about them? This is Monsanto. You guys heard, right?
No.
Monsanto now.
Right. See you later then for me. I'll just stop using it. I won't buy Gavita lights. Any company they buy, see you later.
And that's why, like, I just found that shit out too. Like,
That's
days ago.
Botanicare, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. I couldn't see it.
Yeah, they own what is it, Sunleaf Supply or something, like the big supply chain they own too, or whatever.
Right. Do they? Shit. That puts loads under their umbrella, doesn't it? I'm gonna keep making compost. It's the answer to everything.
It is the answer, man. I dig it. I know. I was just looking at that too. I'm like, I gotta start another compost pile, like somehow. Get 2 of these fuckers rocking. I got a pretty big one going right now, but it's like a static one. So, like, I'm gonna flip it this fall and then hope to have it next spring, kind of thing, possibly. You know.
Turn your raised beds, turn your veg garden into one over the winter. Yeah, it won't do much, will it? Probably.
No, that's part of the plan. Would be to like, yeah, like and mulch with a hay or whatever. That's kind of what I'm thinking, and then it'll break down, have some extra nutrient in it and different things, but it'll keep it insulated too. So probably get
fucking Bokashi, man. I couldn't believe how fucking just that one run when I threw that when the earth boxes first came here and I put the Bokashi in the earth boxes. I was like, oh, I got something left. I threw that shit in on the chunky cocoa. And that fucking usually I get a few rounds out of that chunky cocoa, man. That chunky cocoa was dirt after like that Bokashi was done with it in one round. Yeah.
That's cool, man. That broke that down. It just sort of pickles it and then kind of eats it.
I was surprised.
Yeah.
I was really surprised how fucking quickly it fucking just disintegrated that shit. I was like, ugh. Maybe I don't want to run the Bokashi in my cocoa. If I'm running cocoa, I'm trying to get a couple runs out of it. I don't necessarily want to turn it into powder in the first run.
I think you can still use it though. I don't know. It's just it'd be less aerated, I guess.
Add it, keep adding it to like, you know, maybe keep it and add it a little bit to just kind of inoculate a new pot instead of rerunning it all over. I don't know.
Yeah, because there'll be some microlife in there. It's not great at grabbing it, but there will be. And also, the all breaking down, that's all going to help the next lot all start breaking down too.
And use it as a full organic fucking, used all of it. That's great. That's a good thing to hear though. Like to know that the product works fully.
Smiley said his compost is static. Well, mine is too, but I just add a load of Akashi. And so it all just, you know, the worms come and they do the job, really.
Yeah.
But also I don't have to turn it because it won't get hot because of the Bokashi. It will temperature regulate.
I got a squash fucking started out, it was kind of growing out the side of the compost. Now it is totally covered like half of the whole compost bin, and that's like probably a 5-foot diameter circle or whatever. So this is a ginormous fucking squash plant. But it's love and life, dude. Like I don't know. I've been using it as my measure for how dry the pile is. So if that thing starts wilting and shit, I know pile's got to get some water, you know. But now, yeah, it's like with some rain or whatever, it's just like exploded because we had like a week of pretty heavy rain, and I think the pile absorbs a lot of that, I think, or something. I don't know, but it's fucking that thing blew the hell up, man. Loving life out of there. It's getting everything.
Like how quick are nutrients becoming available for it? It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't the intention. I don't know if whatever. I'm sure it's pulling some nutrient. I'm gonna chop and drop it, or it's gonna go back in there anyway. You know, so like, not too worried about it. But it's
I get a lot of potatoes and onions growing in mine, but I piss in my compost all the time. So I'm not putting them up. Just chop and drop.
You pee in it to what? You give it the nitrogen and keep it going
for nitrates, and it's right close to where I hang out. And that's really what it's about. But yeah, it's for nitrates. Yeah, salts and just Otherwise, I'm just pissing against the fence.
Yeah, they said not to pee on one tree for too many times, like a house tree, whatever tree you have around the house, because you can kill it. So like
Must
somebody
be
was
Eddie,
like,
right?
and
Just
they were
get to,
getting the lemons because they were peeing on it. And they were killing all the lemons. It was like, and everybody was peeing on it because it was like right next to a party house. So it was just like that was the tree to pee on, the lemon tree. It was never grew lemons because everybody peed on it.
That's funny.
Dude, yeah, I got a big old jade plant that died because it was right off the edge of the back deck. It was getting water all the time. It was just the wrong water.
that's funny, man. Them lemons would have been sour anyway. Like fuck.
They'd get like that big and they just die. They just, you know. Sad.
The legend of the piss tree lemonade and shit. Best
Yeah.
lemonade in town.
Yeah, you high.
That's funny.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Part of the way things work, though, man. You know, the buffalo are pissing in everywhere and shitting everywhere. All kinds of.
Yeah.
There's shitting in the woods. Yes, it does.
I pee on my trees, give them vitamin E, and walk up, vitamin E, motherfuckers, pee all over them. Sometimes I just pee on the leaves. Sometimes that's why I wash them off all crazy too, because I'm like, I just peed on all these plants. Let me wash them off.
I love how you like talk shit to him while you're doing it too. That's funny.
Drown, bitch, drown. Trying to drown them.
Golden shower for you.
Golden shower for I'm R. Kelly. I put on some R. Kelly music and then start playing that in the background.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's funny.
I can't bring myself to watch that fucking documentary.
I can't listen to anything about it.
Nah, man. I nearly hummed Bump and Grind in my head, and I was like, "Stop! Don't do it."
Right? It's like the soundtrack to like a lot of people's fucking to their sex lives back in the 90s and whatnot. And it was like can't even have good memories of those times with those. Oh man, that song was playing. It's like that was R. Kelly playing in the background. Fuck.
Yeah, fucking weirdo, man. Super weirdo.
Yeah, bad times.
R. Kelly playing that, dude. No, man. If I was in the bedroom with a girl, I wasn't playing R. Kelly. It was all about like Slayer, Iron Maiden.
I never got no nothing to nothing like that. Like, nah. Girls that I hung out with would not listen to that shit. They'd be like, "You're, yeah, the hell." Like, nah.
No, man. You gotta drive to the speed of the music you're listening to, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I was always like into like rave music, like all that extra bass and shit. And then 50 Cent. I was like 50 Cent and then like Tech Nine. That was it. Tech Nine all day. So yeah, I get it. The Tech Nine music was kind of like crazy with that shit too though.
Outcast, that Southern playlist Cadillac.
Yeah,
That
came on
was like
Outkast.
one of the few tapes I had that would work in the tape deck.
I used to love Bombs Over Baghdad was a good one, man.
Yeah, that was on a later album though. This was their
Idlewild was a good one too. That was even later. That was like some of their later stuff that wasn't like really. Idlewild was good, but I liked it. My ex-girlfriend bought it for me. And then like I stopped liking it. I'm like, I can't listen to this no more. I think of her every time I hear it.
Isn't that fucked up how an ex-girlfriend can ruin like a whole band?
Ex-girlfriends ruined everything like that. Like at that time, if I liked anything like food, I can't eat certain foods or do certain things or fucking go places. Like
Driving down the freeway, you see like, you know, a blue Honda. You're, fuck that bitch.
Swerve right into the motherfucker. Throw the rock out the window. I mean, I never did that. Allegedly.
You guys gotta let this shit go, man. You can't just keep it pent up this long.
Yeah, let's the Southern California doesn't
Rocks
have
at random
that.
cars and yelling at random strangers. That's like crazy stuff, man.
That's parking at the grocery store, dude.
Yeah, that's just trying to get a spot to get fucking groceries real quick, to get a blunt wrap. Dang. That's just at the Circle K trying to get one blunt wrap. Like, damn, move. That's my ex. I feel like, she won't let me in. Like, let me in. And they don't let you merge here. You want to shoot somebody. It's like, can't let nothing go out here.
Yeah, it's true. Like, you drive the LA freeways, you know, drive from like LA to San Francisco. You'll understand why people get shot on California freeways.
The worst problem we have out here is like people at four-way stops that want to let everybody else go before them. And I'll sit there going, no, you go. No, you go. No, you go. Like, no.
Nobody knows how to do that shit.
I drive through. I used to run red lights too, though, so I'm an asshole.
Try one of those four-way stops in the rain in Southern California. You'll literally want to get out of your car and punch somebody.
They've been putting these roundabout things now. A lot of them. That's like a Grand Rapids thing downtown. They got all these like roundabouts where all the four ways used to be.
Hey, we have a lot of roundabouts now. They're starting to pop up everywhere. I'm like, what the fuck? I can't drive no more. Let me turn.
Mind them, dude. I'd rather do that than stop. You know what I mean? You can kind of roll it, whatever, you know, if nobody's coming.
These still stop though, bro. Like they're so dumb that they don't know how to drive it. So they stop. They don't yield. They just fucking come to a complete stop, and they're just
sucks.
And so like you gotta like turn.
We have them as standard here, right? And sometimes you get 3 or 4 people on the roundabout at once because we're just so used to using them, and it like, yeah. I do like them, really.
I think they're handy.
It's good to drive when you know that they're there. When people don't know that they're there, though, it's like, oh, fuck, they didn't know that was coming. It's like, damn, now it's going to stop everybody. Then there's always like a bump, like just a little bumper to bumper action, and everybody's like, nah, fuck it. I'm not going to. And everybody in the row is like, cool, I'm cool. Nobody, like, yeah, all because one person.
Yeah, otherwise they flow, but otherwise they're worse than a junction if you do it wrong, I guess.
Man, I'm pleading with the edible makers. Will you guys quit trying to find ways to infuse all my favorite foods? I swear.
Cheers, yeah.
I just got a thing for Crispy Treat Kitchen. She's got like jars of like medicated pickles, which are another guilty pleasure of mine. I love pickled shit. Now they're medicating the pickled stuff. Oh man, I'm in trouble. Hot
Dude, there's
sauces.
a whole cooking show on that now. There's a whole cooking show about medicating anything you want nowadays.
Yeah. That was what happened to my girlfriend and her friend up at Bigfoot Lodge. They went around to all the booths. She's like, all the booths had like, they were so nice and they had all these like free samples of edibles. She's like taking them. She's like, by the time you make it around the circle, you're feeling pretty damn good by the end of that. Yeah, they were passing out in the car. It was pretty funny. She said she was high for like 3 days after that.
Nice. It's not the making. Yeah, I know you can make them. It's when I run into them, like Smiley's saying, it's the fucking events and shit. When I'm all like, "Ooh, hot sauce! Yeah, I gotta have some of that." Pickles?
Yeah. Can I take some of this home for later when I haven't already had 15 edibles? Not really the one, is it?
Nobody ever says, "Can I take this for later?" It's like, let me take this now. And then you're like 20 minutes later, it's like, you don't remember the event. It's like, what the fuck happened that night? Or, nobody knows.
I've been going to some events that a friend puts on. The dude puts amazing events on, and you get a party bag when you leave. And so in the party bag, you'll find edibles and, papers and all that good shit. But it's like it's just the coolest shit, you know. And that's when you get to take home some stuff. And you're like, ooh, look, edibles. Yeah.
That's the best. That's the best kind of party to go to.
Yeah, it's really kiddie, man. The dude does food and music, and like it's just he's very, very good at it. It's not even what he does; he just does that for me. But yeah, it's the community, isn't it?
That's just a party animal, letting the party go.
Halfway through, pizza will turn up for the whole room, like 60 people or whatever, and like it's just the fucking bomb.
That's awesome.
Yeah, big event tomorrow actually.
Wow.
It's really miserable, thunder and lightning all day. Like we've been waiting for this event for a long time. Typical shit. Outdoor event, industry thing.
Hopefully it'll be you'll have beautiful weather instead. Last
It
weekend
looks
was the
better
same
than
thing.
yeah.
They called for heavy rain and storms, but we got beautiful weather. So I think you guys believe, man, you'll have beautiful weather.
I'm down for that. I'm looking forward to it. Whatever. It's like it's something I shouldn't be at. It's an industry event, but I know it's a cool one from that point of view. So, but I know lots of soil guys as well. I could get in a number of ways. So it's all just for the session, really. So yeah, can't fucking wait. And I the weather looks better today than it looked yesterday on the forecast. So you had bad weather at your last event, didn't you?
First day it was supposed to rain and thunderstorm. I mean, if you went by the forecast, you probably wouldn't have went. Fucking second day they called for that shit. We had like a brief throwdown of rain, and yeah, then it was pretty much over after that.
When you live in the types of areas you and I live, like you just get used to it. You're not made of sugar. I got enough ways to keep dry if I have to.
Yeah, dude, I was surprised. Oh, sorry.
Go, Smiley. Go.
No, I fucked it up. I was talking about something else.
No, you weren't. You were talking about the rain.
You've broken him.
He's gonna wait me out now too. I was totally talking about something else, but chat Surreal House said about elephant ears, and I was thinking that when we were up there, I actually said that to my girlfriend, like a fucking elephant ear trailer would kill it up here with the food. But man, if there's anybody that was up to that and is going to the next one, a food booth was fucking the way to go, dude. Everybody there was getting in line for those. There was like 2 places, that was it. Yeah.
Right. You put a barbecue joint on or something, you're making money.
I embraced the rain myself. That's what I was gonna say. I just embraced it. I knew it was gonna rain, so I took fucking flip flops, and when it rained, I just fucking flipped the flip flops off and threw them in my backpack and walked right through the puddles.
Oh yeah, well you just barefoot. Come on.
Yeah, it was bad. I had boots.
Fucking pizza guy killed it. Were you there for the pizza, Smiley? Oh man, that was fucking home. It was that day, and it was one of the people that were like right in front of where we were, the camp area where we were. There was some couple booths. I watched that cat come in. This is kind of funny because I watched that cat come in with fucking 2 guys, fucking 2 mountain bull stacks. I mean, fucking they had to be like 2 feet high, easy stacks of pizza. 2 of them. He throws them down on the fucking table there, and I even told everybody that was there, I'm like, this guy's genius. He is gonna fucking crush it. he's gonna crush it because he was just selling flour and extracts and shit. He wasn't even selling food. I was like, oh, this guy's gonna crush it. So he fucking pulls out like this table and sets these fucking pizzas on there. And like typical stoners, because he's like right there. You know what I'm saying? Me and fucking Meyer are like looking over there. It's just like I smelled so good too. I even like, oh, yeah, I'll wait till I get there. So it's sitting there. I'm seeing him set up. And I'm like, oh, he's going to kill it. Watch, that pizza's going to be gone no time. My preemptive strike, I'm like, hey, man, how much you want for a slice of that fucking good smelling fucking pizza, man? He's like, nothing, man. Well, get over here and get some of this shit. And turned out I went right off the top, got, first box. I didn't bother to look. I figured they're all the same. Fucking, I ran over there, grabbed a couple slices. Spider runs over there, grabs a couple slices, and that shit was fucking good. Good. It was not just because I was high. It was really good pizza. And then fucking turns out, spirit of the event, he wasn't even selling that pizza. He gave that shit out. It was for like everybody that like waded through the rain and shit. He was like, fuck this. You guys made it this far. And everybody that walked by, he was like, pizza? Yeah. Like, here you go, man. Gave out pizza.
That's amazing, man. That is cannabis community. Come on. He would have killed it, dude. If he'd just gone to the store and bought that pizza and came back and sold it for $1 a slice, everyone would have gone, no, I'll give it two. But yeah, you did exactly the right thing. It's like, hi, free pizza, definitely. I'll take two now because I know I ain't gonna get back here. That's my two. Thank you, brother.
Oh man, I would have been happy to pay. I tried to pay, man. He's like, oh no, man, just take it, man. That's what it's for. This is fucking good. I fucking best part of that scene right there is I remember like eating pizza. I remember hearing some older lady, she goes, I want the box. He's trying to give her like a plate. She's like, no, give me the fucking box. I just want the box. Like, that's fucking hilarious. They end up giving her the box. It was a good event, all in all, man. That was fucking good time.
Yeah. That's fucking the coolest shit happens at those events, man, because all the fucking proper people are there. That's a lovely thing.
I learned the hard way at the events, like cannabis events, man. Watch out for the root beer float. They rope you in with that thing, and then you won't remember like 5 hours of your life. Dude, I was so loaded off of the root beer floats that I was afraid to go to vendors' booths and get the free dabs. Like I was so high from that. I didn't want people to think I was high. So I just didn't want to talk to them. It was weird.
I always feel very hammered at the events, like on the edge of being too hammered. And the reason for that is just people, I think. It's because I'm with other humans. I just totally think it's a brain thing. Because I don't think I can smoke too much when I'm on my own, really. So, yeah. But maybe it's just an everything thing as well, I guess.
I think we were just talking about that the other night, weren't we? Like, you go somewhere out of your comfort zone and you smoke, and you just all of a sudden you're even higher than you thought you were.
I wasn't here for that, but that's definitely a thing, right?
Yeah, you have to get uncomfortably high. Wiz Khalifa says it. Like, man, get uncomfortably high. Like, just go do it. Fuck. Like, it works. You get out of your own comfort zone. Then you're like on the next level. Like, you leveled up. It's like,
I was uncomfortably high when I looked in my rear view and seen a cop behind me burning a joint.
Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah,
Yeah,
kind of like that, but But just with normal people, not cops.
Ooh, oh, without the cops. Yeah. I guess it's the wrong kind of uncomfortably high. Maybe like too much. Just smoke too much is uncomfortably high. Take 1,000 milligram edible and then drink one of those 1,000 milligram syrups, and then that's what I would do every night, so I could go to sleep. My back would hurt too much, but yeah, that shit put me right to bed.
Dude, I take like one hit and go into the big box store or wherever, and I feel like everybody knows I'm high. Like,
I think
know.
everybody else is high when I'm there, so that's why I just like I could go anywhere and I feel comfortable as fuck in public. Like I'm totally cool doing whatever.
And weirdly, so am I. I'm like almost a recluse. But if you don't talk to me, I can go anywhere in the supermarket, do my shit. Like the tills, I don't have to speak to anyone anyway. I know Eagle won't use those tills, but like they're ideal for me. And so I can be in and out and not speak to anyone. And it's like a ghostly world that I live in. But if someone stops me and has a conversation, or I'm at all getting in trouble for something I'm doing, then it's totally different. Then I don't want to fucking be there anymore. But it's funny, isn't it? Yeah.
I treat the stores and like almost like the old job interview type thing, like go in, stone. That way, when you go in stone, you know what I mean? They're used to it. So when they don't see you stone, it's when the red flag. That's the way I almost view the stores anymore. I've conditioned myself to be so high at my local store that they would probably think I was high if I wasn't high when I went to the store. They'd see me bright eyed, bushy tail, be like, "Man, something different about him today."
Dude, I used to always think that too, and then somebody told me, no, we just know that you're high all the fucking time. That's all.
Yeah.
I was like,
See,
really?
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm also okay with that. I've probably never been without doing a dab. It seems nonsensical. Why would you go and not like view that stuff through dab? You've got to, yeah. I mean, I'm sure you have, and I don't even know why I said it.
So you know what the secret is before you go to the DMV to get your license renewed, you get really fucking high. That way when they take your picture, you always look like that.
Yeah, that's
Good.
what I
Picture, they know that you were high when you got your picture taken.
Then they put high.
It just is as simple as that, Smiley.
You get pulled over, you're like, oh fuck, the cop wants my license. He's gonna know I was high.
As a younger man, I used to participate in some other chemical substances, and we'd always be like, you'd always imagine no one ever knew. And now when you watch, anytime you go into a bar, you're like, oh, the cokeheads are over there. It's like, it's exactly like Smiley saying, it's very apparent. You think you've blended in, but you have not blended in. It's just people are like, the stoner kid.
It's funny though, like it's more acceptable now to walk into a store high. I mean, I can't speak for everybody else, but like here, you're not the only one. Like half the people in the store are always high now.
The real reality of it is, I'm just not thinking about that. I'm thinking, I need munchies, please don't talk to me. I'm not thinking I'm high, because it's like, it'd be like thinking I'm breathing.
When I walk in and I smell it and I think it's me, and then it's not, and I'm like smelling everybody. I'm like, dude, they're like, everybody else smells like fucking weed. What the hell? I'm like, what? I need louder shit. So it's not fucking fun.
Did you see that little video on? I seen it on IG with the guy at the counter at the gas station or whatever, the liquor store. There's like a lineup of people, and he like leans over the counter and he's like, "Hey, is that your bag of weed?" And like 5-6 people all look down and shit, like they're fucking grabbing it. This is funny. There's like 4 or 5 people just busted out laughing, like, yeah. Everybody is a stoner.
Oh, yeah, you could do that out here and probably everybody in line is look.
Yeah.
But now, like, Green Fingers is right, man. You get walking through like Walmart, dude, and you're like, oh shit, I smell like I was just in the grow room and I smell like a plant walking down the aisle. And turns out, no, it was just that other dude looking for some cereal. Then you go into like the dairy aisle and you're like, oh shit, I smell like a plant again. Oh no, I don't. It's like kid lady with the baby over there.
Yeah, it's always some kid too. Like you see somebody walking by with like this little packet, and they're like looking at it, reading the percentage, telling their friend online. It's like you could hear the whole conversation. It's like, oh man, that shit smells loud as fuck. Like, what kind was it? Where'd you get it? What shop? Like, and there's like, oh yeah, right down the corner, blah blah. It's like, fuck.
I always smile when I get a whiff of it, and I know it's me. I'm like, damn, I stink, man. Holy shit. Damn, everybody's getting so this.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I've given away.
I know.
before.
I undoubtedly stink. I talk all the time on how I measured the fucking rides with joints. You know what I mean? I'm fucking definitely smoking from one to the other. I know I stink when I go in. I don't even think about it. Sorry, Green Thing.
What's that?
I've talked over you, brother.
My air conditioner's on. I can't hear fucking nothing right now.
Hey guys, I'm gonna jump out of here. I gotta actually get up and go do shit tomorrow morning. So I got physical therapy. I need to kind of be alive and awake for that.
Yes, mate. That's a great thing.
Kick your ass.
I'm hoping so, man. I'm hoping so. I want to get back up and be normal again. So
Cool, man.
anyway, cheers, everybody. Everybody in chat, shout out. Can't see chat, so shout out to everybody. I will see you guys on the next one.
Always cool, SoCal.
Love, brother.
Have a good one, day.
All right, have a good night, man.
I'm gonna jump right behind him, man. Green Fingers, Green 13. Here you go. Chat. Oh, it's fun, man. See you guys.
Smiley.
Yes, brother.
Have a good one, brother.
Yeah, you too, man.
Have a good night, Smile.
Yeah.
No trimming today. Yeah.
None?
Nah, I'm finished, man. Got to clean up some mess, and then it's Good Friday. It's relax. Ready for the weekend.
That's always a good one. That's always a good feeling right there.
Yeah, we call it Harvest Festival just to be like, yeah, job done. The funny thing about it is the more the session goes on, for me, the more I tune out to what I'm doing and it starts happening automatically and I can tune into other shit. So, but it's still always nice it's fulfilling to feel like that's done for a minute.
Oh, you're rubbing it in. You're rubbing it in. I still got probably about another good solid 5 days easy. I got one right over here that needs to come down, and then that test tent, that bloom test with the slumbium in it, is like, if I put them two girls off 2 days, it'll be, I mean, buying me some time, but they'll have to come down at that point. I'll be right back to trimming again for a few days.
Yes, you're making me feel sick just talking about it. But the thing is, I always say nothing worse than trimming, except not trimming. You know what I mean? You're kind of blessed to be in a situation, you know. So like, but the thing is, I have this slight craziness when it's properly dry and I'm not trimming it. It's like it constantly is like, you should be trimming that, you should be trimming that. Like, don't have that coffee, get on with that fucking yeah. So I like getting that off my back.
Trim neck,
All
that's
right,
the
my
worst
brothers.
for me. That looking down from
Trim neck. Yeah, I do the first bit standing up, and I put everything so the bin is almost under my chest, and so I'm working in the bin, stood up, and I'll do that for as long as I can, and then I like to come sit on the bed cross-legged because it's soft, and then the trim bin's in front of me, but then the trimmer neck, man, is like, it's the one. Shoulders.
You know, they actually make a fucking thing for that. It's like a massager that goes around the neck. I'm like, no way, no way.
I use
such a thing.
I use a bag that's full of beans, and you stick it in the microwave, and it will just sit over your shoulders. So I do that. Not, when it gets bad.
Oh man, I crack my neck a lot. Probably way too much. I was actually watching. Oh, I do that. That's the first thing I do when I get up, man. I sit outside bed. All right. You can. It's loud too, man. I get some good vibes out of that thing. I watched a fucking chiropractor today, man. I've never been to a chiropractor. I always have somebody walk on my back. I know tons of little tricks to fucking crack my back. So many years of fucking construction, shot, whatever. But man, this cat, man, actually, the way he fucking manipulated this chick, I was like, man, I don't even want to go after watching that shit. This shit looked painful. He at one point, he actually like wrapped a towel around the neck. Just was like, whack! It looked like he tried to pull that motherfucker clean off and shit. I was like, I cracked my neck, but that looks dangerous. Holy shit.
It's kind of quackery. It's not based in science. It's a weird thing. It's osteopathy that is based in science, but chiropractors, they kind of, if you read the handbook thing, it's kind of weird. Yeah.
Oh man, this guy gave me, it was a YouTube video. Somebody had bought this chick a fucking like a visit, right? You should fucking browse, whatever. She's actually like at one point crying for him to stop. And he's like, yeah. I take it your
Fine.
no, yeah, no shit's given. Yeah. Oh, that hurts. I'm like, holy shit. No, just total disregard for whatever the patient was saying and shit. Oh man, I was like, holy cow! I don't even know if I wanted to think about it going. Holy cow! Oh man, crack me up though.
My osteopath is amazing, and at the end of the session, she'll do some stuff where she'll put a towel in a tube on my chest and ask me to put my hands across it, and then she'll crack me when I breathe out. But it's not all that. It's mostly not that. It's like that maybe 3 times. It's kind of an amazing feeling, man. It kind of, I mean, that whole thing for me is very amazing. Mad love, brother. Mad love, Green Fingers. Have a great day. I'm going to have a relaxed one. Peace and love.
Have a great day, brother. Thank you for popping in.
What was that?
How you doing, brother? I gotta grab the shout outs list.
How have you been? Been good.
What's that?
Been good. What kind of earphones are those? Earbuds.
Yeah. Usually they actually sound. Yeah. Like great. I think they're a Razor brand or something. And, I just quit wearing the earbuds for the longer sessions just because it started weird. I get weird a little bit about fucking technology. You know what I mean? I did some work on cell towers and shit like that.
lot of radiation straight to the head.
Yeah. Start getting headaches and shit like that. You wonder where they coming from. And I was like, man, can't. And you know what's funny is after I stopped wearing the fucking earbuds all the fucking time, like I stopped getting a lot of the headaches that I was getting. So I wear the earbuds a lot during the day, listening to Audible and shit like that. And I've noticed like the other day I was wearing one in the ear all day, and then when I took it out, man, it just felt like the one that I didn't have an ear thing in was actually the ear plug. It's like, how's that work?
That's what I used all day. Little boombox.
That's fucking hell yeah.
So I don't have to.
Where the
I used to do that every day too, and then my ears would hurt though from putting the like that wouldn't have the right size. And then they had the small ones, and like yeah, but my ears would still hurt, and my head would be aching like crazy, like you're saying. And when I stopped using those, just use this because that radiation shit. I'm like, man,
Oh, if I wasn't sitting here, I couldn't do. I actually, if I wasn't sitting here, I couldn't do the headphones, man. I can't. I hate the cord getting caught on shit and they like tug. That's why I'm always wearing the fucking the uh the buds there. They're so handy. Yeah, I swear I'm missing some sheets. I don't know where the fuck they could went.
all right, man. Thanks for being on tonight. I was going stir crazy. I made like so many videos, my phone won't even let me upload any of them. I got like 30 of them waiting to be. There's like, I said, will not upload, will not upload. I'm like, fuck, like what the hell? I got so many of them, I didn't even realize it. Made like way too many. So thanks for being on tonight. It stopped my phone. I gotta go erase like half of it. I don't have no more memory on my phone. I have like 1% of memory. I gotta erase all those videos because it won't let me upload them anyways. So thanks for the show. And yeah, keep on rocking.
Thank you, brother. You have a great day.
You too.
Well, that does it, guys, for this. What is it? 356. Take two. Oh, that's some good juice. Let me get some music going here. What do we got? Try to find us something good. Excuse me. Go out with a little bit of clutch. Here we go. We ain't got no commercials first. Of course, we got a commercial first. Might as well get rid of the headset. Oh, I can't. That's my microphone. I forgot. There we go. We can skip this. You guys hear the music? Or do I have to do the mic thing? Yeah, you guys should be able to hear that. So cool, D's House Dang, Mama Law 710, Scarecrow 420, Green Thumb Bum, Christina MG 89, Unplugged 705, Medical McCullough, Cuddy, Rick T the Rebel, the 9G207, Fabian Salinas, Dave's Not Here, Tom Spook, Great Walker, Mendo Dope, T-Dog, Young Beetle, Red Eye, Jedi, Groves, Mother Nature, Justin Conway, Duckweed, Run Boy 7426, Justin Gooder, Strongman, Okie Grower 75, Corey Trevor, Michael Wall, Small Vision 420, Who's Your Cat Daddy, Taco Don, Slug, Rick S. in the Bushes 827, James Siemens, Kevin Hahn, World's Last Hope, Pat's Fan 420, Bio Merchant, Dirt Road Dude, Ken Shiba, Jose Ramirez, Red Eye Rustler, David Goblin, Dr. Buzz Lightyear, Acetone, 710, Canuck, Candy Queen Genetics, Stabby, Tanaze, Pumdar, Dirt Rat Dan, Keith and Black Sales, Mr. Bocillas, and Premium Gardens, Ross and Bob, Ross and Jess, Soiled Root, Small Tune, Tyler, Frosty Bud, Store, Michigan, Micro, Ouija Bud, Dub T. Roy, Big Jar Grows, JC, Modern Genetics, SoCal Wiener, John, Last PPJ 15, Green County Grower, CJ Apple, Perfectly Imperfected, Dollar T Grower, G1 Productions, Dane Grower, DOA Grow Meds, Miss Nudie Gruesome, I Gruesome. Miss Nudie Grows, I Gruesome, Johnny Kansas City, Nutrient Shootout, Snotty Nicky, Zoe and Slammer, NNY, Pixel Monkey, St. Bernard's, Observation Booth, Clover 420, High Spy, Aldridge 25, Miss Madden T, Stu, Moon, Mo Grower, The Cannon Crate, Loki Grows, Sus, This Guy, Burton 79, 79, Pole Sammer, Midwest Outlaws 31, Voodoo Ultras, Fresno Nerds, Cali Connection, Wolverine Grow, Big Jar Grow, Simi One for Life with a way back farmer, D Block, MMP Nations, Creations, Aberlonic, Psychedelic Warlock, Artist LD, Sir Stricky, Rob, Big Dave 420, Brent Whittle, Big Ed 1961, Bonawati, G3, The Green Click, JK Triple G, Mr. Sprinkley, Brittany and Tyler Teasley, Hope Farms, Lisa G, John, B Too Crazy for You, BGWG 420, Dr. Buzzwell, Purple Thumb OG, Arthro Sesame, Arthro, Just Space 420, Beast Coast Roll 420, Sir House, Rave, Own, Keep It Real, Hagaton 420, Some Double and Audit Everywhere, BTW Grows, Binga, Screen Puffin Man, Alex Boyd, Jeff Light, School of Rock, Cause I Love It, and Green Mountain Grower, Southwest Okie Real 100, 200, 100, 212, Andy Miranda Family Farms, Page Farms, Me All Fly, Ryan Henderson, Green 13, New Sailboat Winds, Kingdom Mac and Pine Mix, Indra, Mrs. Michigan Native, Mary Jane Mad Garden, Streamer 77, Double D, Bad Bunny, Nutrients, Mr. Green Pots, Mr. Green Nugs from 619 to 664, Spaniard, Kruger Jones, and Grow. Pop G Grows, Raz Amy, Joe Grows, Cass, Grow from Your Heart Podcast, Luna, The Green Men Flock, Jeremiah Miranda, Sony Creek, Lost Art, Mr. Noah, LG420, Giant Mike, Prometheus Soil, Jason Iso, P. Wynn, David, Colby, Mason 662, Scroggy McScroggy to the fourth, Goddess Grows, K. Lee, Burrows, Chad, Brad, Family Farms, Polly P. Org, Kevin Jodry, Mike Honcho, J. Huggett, UTA, Green Tree Hunter, Kush Cloud, Joshua Steenflin, Organic Hornbuds, Warren Nelson, KM Wood, Maine Mystic, Show Love Always, Kelly Stone, Texas OG, Chuck Norris, Sarge S, Claire Fresno, Happy Guy, 311 Mix Up, Kinder Gross, Evergreen Hayes, G Friends, Tree, MMJ, Matt S.A. Vault, Dragonfly B, Justin Meds, Travis Wallace, Lucky Mike, Seattle Chronic Seeds, King Chronic, Titan from Blast Coast Seed, Django, Gas, Lasso for Life, John Smith, Tommy Dracos, Michael King, Raz, Papa Little, Soul Rose, Spiky Pilots, Oscar Green Jr., Matt Steelbird, Indo 11, Stephanie B, Shark Pulley 989, Von Brown, Sovereign Charger, Stoner Nation 420, Joe Y, Bugs 1313, Grow, Painted Lady, Frank Food, Samantha 2, Myers, Samid, Chat, Mr. Manny D, Banksy, Dr. GGC, Jeff, Starter 911, Dutch Gross 420, Scallywag 420, Skill Bowl, Medgrower 1, Empire Breeding Co. for Goalie, Lost Leaf, Liam Mass, Danny Danko, B Bear 7, Ollie, Noble, CK, Tom, Trinity, Mooney Justice, Smoking Wit, Small Town, Tim S, Mr. Lazy, Rafter Grows, Rob, Automation is Freedom, Robert Hazen, George, Michigan Corey, Double Tap Farms, Mr. Green Thumb 420, 808 Rudy Prospects, Cannon Bus Driver, Hate Life, Kenny 710, Operation Roll, T-Ben T 42696, Rude Nuts, Dr. Scrambles, VV, Rude Rock, CHF Double J, Bio Green, Stealth Grower, Hanky Stinky 420, OG, KP, Ganja Nana, Your Mama, Georgia Joe, Roy Rodriguez, Meat Growing, Nature's Best Nugs, Killer Beat Grows, Ganja Wizard, Husky Guards, Nut Tree 420, Dr. Ooh, Soil Life 420, Bully 4 Life 420, The Jeff Road 42069, Beavis 698, Dr. Franklin Booty, Goddamn, I'm Big Ted's Test. The Riffin' Fat Boy, Jack Greenstock, 420, 420, Food Farms, Charlie Farms, 420, Aldridge, 25, Smiley's Gardens, JT's, Misty's Nugs, Smoking Grove, Frazier, Grokoski, Twisted Roots, Faded Farm, 420, Jeff Dorowski, Genetic Memory Farms, Evolve, 420, Cameron, Mr. Bankseed, Jill Carter, Mystic Marks, Mystic Grower, Ginger Snap, CTE, Rose, Rick Wolf, DLP, 2372, Ned Denver, Mike Denver, Sergeant Pepper, 420, Ken Trooper, Flying Cat, 420, Light Up Again, Tim, UKSIF 420, Buddha Boy, Devin Shipwreck, Medical, MJ, Budsville, USA, Resurrection Prophet, Chris Martinez, Date Man, Dan, Big Man 420, Red Center Farms, Good Life, Joni Bell, T2B, most hated grower, the Major General 420 Army, the American 1W, Jigger 714, Sharates, Kineos, and X Mountain Skies, ready hit that hot fire, Chris Mertz, Ian Save, Robbie, Sergeant Live, Hepa Cam, Finger Lakes Finest, Ridge Patch, Dose Moon, Southern VT Grower, Choose Medical, Jerry Bear, Plus One Mushroom, Secret City Pioneers, One Little Tent, 2042 Spacewalker, Christian Tree Mump, G Barrington, Heart and Soul, Home Grow, Mike B, T. Dwayne, East Coast Will, Heidi Day, Galactic, or John Smith, Elliptus, My Natural Farms, Pacific Northwest Seeds, Lemon, Hoco, Trench, Rita's Juicy Life, 420, Grant Manning, Mary Bound, Sammy Sizzle, 81, 9 Inch Colas, Chris Moo, DK Trades, Vision Creator, Guru, The Kind Brew, Cannon Nation, J. Wire. This is my favorite part of the song. You have a good night, everybody. In fact, this I'm gonna fucking rewind this just because I wanted to play this on the show for a long time. This is a fucking last part of fucking the Club song here. Fucking right here. Fucking here you go. You can't even hear it. Oh, damn it. That's the way you recall it. Put your name on the line there. You have a good night. Dan the Indoor Man's Gromie's Homes Hampton Smoke, Clip Smoke, Keystone Canna Flag, PA, Big High 710, Eugene Greenleaf, 710, Eugene Greenleaf, Ace, Drew, Hustle, Dread Dark, Carlos, North, Arizona Beer Girl 420, Jesse, Jesse White, no sellout. Casting Yeti, Introvert, Gen X, also Jay Vixen, Robin, Killer 8, Mo, James Buttercream, C-Dum from NorCal. The Pharmacy Seed Bank, Deadhead, Smokey 616, Curtis Mahan, Matt Myron, Morte, Rick Heyman, Stephanie Dorian, Antenna Seeds, Fabulous K, Mike Rubel, the Drew Bear Forest 20, Maxi 751, Lawrence Gonzalez, Slow to Get Up, Stu Moo, Popco 719, Make with Shake, Baby Old Smoke, PW, Seed Grown Buds, Lord Wash, Mr. Weedland, Old School Grower, Chad Westport, Hunter Grown, Flora Nugs, My Little Piece of Heaven, Pungent Sound Seeds, Goliath Grower, Richard T, Christy Wannabe, Mr. Soul Food Spectrum, Calling God, Learning Hates of Real, 2,000 Years of Tradition, Mr. E. Conley, Pink Jam, McBody Bay, Show Me Sasquatch, Fuck Google and Jew, I'm Going Well, Canadian Resort, Power Door Farm, Call Rights After Humble Farms, Tannery Farm, Seldom Seen, Old Park Gardens, Hale, 9782, Skunky Bags, Martial Artist, 2012, Biker Slave, Hafner, Danny McDizzle, Medically Fit, KGB, Robert, Mr. Green Fingers, Motherfucking Times, and Ranch Coats of Plenty, Monkey Balls, Andrew Champion, Bobby Lynn Meats, Trent Seeger, Mr. Mac, Tony Lake Baloney, Bill S. Sweet Beast, Tater Delicious, Minty Country Roots, You're on Fire Genetics, Earth Creeper, Big Gray 420, Teen 101, Buds Enhanced, Mr. Club 14, Bud Bearded B-Man, Farm 616, No All Up North, Max Scroom and Ruby. Timothy McKimmons, Neo, Justin Beats, Chronic 88, Fat Belly, Real Jennifer Steele, Kidbit 03, Turk Farmer, Shannon Stevens, Carlitos, Latinos, Cater Country, Mr. Speed, Wolfstein, Firesaw, Wally Wookie, The Goddess Grows, Frosty Bob, White Feather Grows, You've Been Missed by a Friend, Furniture, Some Grows, K-Man Grows, BX Gunner 81, Smith New Grows, Sean McCann, J Monks, Dank Agenda, Wallawa, Canna Grow, Fall Dog, Huron, Cannabis Council, List of Bears, Justice Big, 420 Ben, Fresh Road, Thriving Herbs, High Boy, Your Mailman Grows, we be growing Australian grown, for love of the pan, Argo American, Spot Poker, Unfrozen Caveman, Wise High, Surf Crack, Micro Groom, Jeff Lowenfels, Mobius Grows, Dank Brownies, Dan Deep, Elliot Harkins, Mystic Flavor of the Forging Gardener, Overwater, Overkill, Seattle Seeds, Shadow Warrior, Valley Green 514, Amelia Jensen will be back soon. Austin, Dr. MJ Coco, Brandon Russ, Matthew Gates, Steve Spags, Jerome Star, Shotgun Willie, Dink, Jenna, Jay Simmons, Sherbrooke Grows, Black Biscuit, JJ Conley, Aaron the Grower, Light 1978, Michigan Grown Buds, It's your boy Roy Boy, Delta 9, Jay McDaniels, Collectors 420, Stinky Coles, Dylan Steinport, PFC Farms, Husky Garden, Sun Grown 707, J8 Grow, J420, Cascadia Grows, Tito's McGee, Four Plants A, Weed Works, Captain Scroggs, Skunky Bill, Towns Warrior, Jackie Young, Terry Lee, Live, Gasser, Tumpy, Andy, ND, Urge, Green Jr., Leon, from All Purpose Plus, Green Goose, 11 Smiles, 11, Bin Dude, Buds, Raiko, Rasta, Plenty, Richard Forbes, David Pimenta, B4 People, Nick T, John Reese, What About Bob, Prince Patty, Daniel Bergman, Green Puff Man, B. Dunkley, James Chung, Sarge Gross, 818, John Wayne, Carolina Root, Sister Golden Hair, Deanna L. Dankarino, K&F Gardens, Blaine 1030, Choose One, Only Feed, Farmer James, Crypto Dope, James Lamb, Richard, or HIP, Richard Lamb, HIP Royalties, Manjabine, Dan Marino, Chronic Wonder, Sunrise Grow, Top Floor Genetics, Small Vision 420, K2 Cannabis, Jesse Fisher, My Dog Delia, Rooster Farms, Hardy, Alec Hardy, Hardy Gear, one in the same, Medic Cropper, Daniel Fold Grows Photos, Mitten Grown Men, Sunrise Grows, Lucky Brittany, Coo, My Girls, No Limit 916, Grumpy Toad, Alchemist, Cannabis, Soilborn Addiction, Gross Joe, Alex D, Dirty York, Catfish, High Power, Thunder Dan, Propagation Station, John McDaniels, Lisa Marie, Sergeant Grows 818, Blaze Daily, Fried Piper, Perpetual, Eagle Pride Warrior, Show Spots for you, Frank Send, or it's out of the Dink Judges. Dunk the Dink Duchess. I'm sorry, Duchess. Keno Kelly Maxwell, Captain 420, Frank Sada, Stink Fan. What about Bob Illjustice 420, Pap Shrooms, John Dorsey, Jen Doe, Dungeon Gangsta, THC Port PTSD, T Barrington, Honcho Grown, Swamp Cat, Bolero, Kayla, Binka, Best of Because. Skip commercial. What do we got here? Jendo, Mr. Manny D, Canifari, 420 AB, Neuro Frank Girl, Bare Feet, J Brent, 74, CK, Brown Guy, 420, Factor, 420, Burning Tree, Main, EA, Gray Sun, Grow, 207, Hydro, Daily, Hempwood JG, and Jamie Ream, Jay Supreme, Jay, Sony Rockefeller, Canna Chronic. I'll get it right one of these days, Sony. Don't give up. Caveman Cannabis, Bruce City, Sin, Hawaii, say sustainable. Midnight Roots, Dead Cynic, Knuckles, Michael P, Holly B, Foot B, Nimble, Bud Kilowatts, Michael D, 4889, Disbanded Brothers, Marcelio Man, Joseph, Gracie, Medicine RX, Keeping Chief, Hydro Daily, Concerned American, Cannabis 411, Freedom of Speech, Dr. Joint Works, D's Trees, Ganja, Sudoku 710 is Oil Upside Down, Jeff G, Stevenson, Victoria, What About Bob, Sacred Garden, Gus Rose, Slick Rick 8, Dog Pounds, in Dave in St. Louis, Amu Watts, Casting Yeti, Ed Bryn, MN Grown, Uncle Elmer, Off Grid Terms, Christopher 54, Last Predator, Matthew and SoCal. Sue, Illinois, Man Beater, Jink Proof, Dark Horse Genetics, Stoner Dude, Joel, and Jen from North South Genetics, Caroline, Miss Food Cry, PTA, B13, Allele, Brood Beyond Perfection, X Elite, GP, XX, Uncle Stoner, Crispy Treat Kitchen, Gus, Growers, Paradise, LAD Grown, I See Me Clan, Decoy Banker, Mitch Escato, Fresh Baked One, J. Allen Bob, Big Bob Grows, Jolly Canna, Australian Grow, Juka, 420 Gardens, Daniel, Phil, Mr. Nowhere Man, Silly, Silly, Seashells. What about Wally, Wally, Sean Bibbs, Rescue Ready, Roadside LLC, Notorious Dog, Magma Seats, Father and Son Trimming, Notorious Sub T Dank, Jose Ramirez, Doggo the Hut, 420, fuck Chiba Man, GR 420 videos. What's up, GMO? Detroit River Rat, Louis Garcia, Michael P, AJ Everyday, Captain About It, Ted Bob 13, Main Grower 420, Cookie. Jake Kendricks in for the grill. Backwoods all good. Sally man, yeah, Sally man, Sal. Sorry about that, Sal. Adam Skankin, Chanel Simpson, One Smoke Away, Ganja Root Kazoo, Aaron Burnett Room, Smile, Lincoln Stinking. I'm sorry, Angel Studios, MG, the 420 Grow Champ, Paul D. Ellett, John Fleming, Dankovich, Fibro Flower, Paulie P. Seldom Seen, Elevated, Lenny L. Sunny Man, Chiba Sunny, Jeff Popalik, Ricardo Sosa, Dan J. Earth Friendly, Farming, Candy Forest Farmer, fuck all that be the Misfit Grower, Jason Line 512, Snake Eyes Northern 4466, Jason Grayson, Turner Baker, MD, Stony Creek, Russ Sonic, Fringe Dweller, Tarzan, Superman, Old Man, Herman Ash, Free Bird, Bow Grower, Matty Grier, Simple Man, Survivor One Time, Tim Blake, Golf Coast Chronic, Steve Fat, Caballero, Palero, Harley, Grower, Jen God, Steve Collins, Skip Commercial again. Todd Kendricks, Property Maintenance, Sharpie, The Island, Hey, Scuba Steve Speaks, J.R. Ream, Brandy King, Steve Collins, TCDR, Killer Kitty and Wardrobe Brownie, Brandy Grande, Piff 1000, Ace Boog 3223, Wake Up Captain Freedom Bee, Buffer Smiles, 15 digits, Michigan Ganja Moods, for Hash, Fred's G, Super Bob, first time. I remember that time. Rosie 808, Weekend in Bernie, some Joker motherfuckers. K-Bag, Justin Station, The Strong Style, Organic, Zippy, Perlero, iMedic, Honesty, Killy, Me All Flower, Brent Boog, Todd Kendricks, Newton's, KNT, Chris D, True Serum, Bo Times Foe. Thank you again, True Serum, for that box, man. Ma'am. I greatly appreciate it. I wore the shirt the other night. Hopefully you noticed. Barbara Matthews, Ancient Soul, Homegrown, Natty Dread, Kevin Jiu-Jitsu, Kenna Health and Happiness, Berserk 215, Clab, Low Cut, Every Trembling, Momentic, Men's Brass, Benchy. I'll be getting your package out tomorrow. Helen, Huge, Janus, James T, Atomic Smooth, Miss Jill, LT, Gardens, Big Daddy L, Higher Flyer Brush, High Flower 420, Lobster Brush 420. Fuck both of that up. High Flyer 420, Lobster Brush, Bro. There we go. That's right. Mother Tree, Maine, Red Pill, your boy, Roadway, Aesthetic, Shannon, Gibson, Ruhan, Rick W, Comfortably Numb, One Smoke Away, The 840 Show, Richard Lamb, and Red Pill 710, Cannabis Pursuit, K Rolling, Worthy Buzz, Logan Man, 81, Oil Flower Podcast, The Entourage Trek, Warren Dixon, Pink Lady Luck, Elmondo 420, Surrounded by Keith Ferrari Farms, Fringe Dweller, Single Father's Happiness Without Guilt, Mike Steve 562, Ganja, James Chrysler, Green, Ghost, Genetics, Zen, Zolo, B, Benson, Astro, Charlie, Sativa, Smirk, A4GTC, A, Dr. Bush Doctor, Dirty Hole Garden, TK, James D. Weaver, Grow Ohms, Corey Gagnon, Green Hill Farms, Philly, Green Hill Billy Herb, Tasty Worm Church, Cookie Brewster, Wide BF. I still don't know what the fuck I wrote down there. Abolish Farms, Spartan Grove, Johnny Green Thumb 710, Michigan Wildflower 710, Seldom Seen Again, Gambler, Tom O'Donnell. Oh, these are some new ones. Excuse me, guys. 71 DP or DP 710 Caribou TV, Virginia Herbs, Red Primo, Equilibrium Genetics, Trophy Truck, Skyway, Kevin O'Donnell, The School of Crop, Stupid Trucker, last but not least, Weedus 207. Love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. You guys know the deal. If this is the end of your day, get some rest. If this is the beginning of your day, have an awesome day. Please do something nice for yourself. You got to love yourself before you can love others. So true. But then once you've done that, take time to do something nice for somebody. Random acts of kindness do save lives. I'm a living, breathing example of that. Join me tonight. Looks like probably another wormhole, so I'll probably see you at 2. You guys know on an earlier wormhole? Doesn't hurt to fucking give me a little, hey man, we want an early show. I do this for you. So, with that being said, you guys have a great day. I'll see you tonight. Love you guys. Thank you for coming every night, man. I can't say thank you enough. I know I do the shout outs, but seriously, man, I appreciate you guys. Everybody that puts in on this, people that pop in the wormholes, people that show up every night. I'm truly grateful for you guys' time.